What's happening, everyone? Welcome to Red Men TV. It is Watch Along time. I'm Steve Ho, joined by a very classically looking Chris Page out there. I love the new jacket, Chris. And over at the board, in one of the plainest shirts he's ever been in, actually, it's Jamie.
Is that, Jamie?
Jamie, he's usually better than that.
I know. I've let myself down.
You look great. You still look great, Jay. You still look great. Yeah, we are about to react to
Left table 30 in the tavern down. Never mind just you, lad. Do you know what I mean? 12:30 Sunday morning, table 30.
Very obscure reference. There's probably only about 3 people in the world that understand what we're talking about. So there you go.
But you still look great, Jay.
He definitely doesn't understand what we're talking about.
I know where the tab is. Anyway, we are here with today's watch along. Liverpool's team news will be out any second now. We'll bring that to you. And we'll be live right from now until the full-time whistle in a variety of different guises. It'll be us 3 to start, then Chris will fill in for the middle section for the fans after show, and then me and Jamie will be live throughout the entirety of the watch along for Spurs versus Liverpool. I did the build-up show the other day, Chris, as we wait for the team news, and I said this game could be anything because both of these sides, the only consistent thing about them is that they are both so inconsistent. You just don't know what Liverpool are going to be, and you just don't know what Tottenham are going to be these days.
Yeah, you can guarantee probably goals.
I would agree.
Is probably the only other thing that you're able to guarantee, isn't it? But listen, over the last couple of weeks, I think Liverpool have had a little bit of an uptick in form and stuff, so I'm backing us big time to go out there and get the win today, mate. I'm really looking forward to the game, actually, because I think this is a team that will suit playing Liverpool.
No, yeah, they're just mad at the moment, Tottenham, but Liverpool are equally as mad. Now, what I would say is Liverpool are in slightly better form, only slightly. But yeah, it's fine margins, and I think both teams are having little bits of inconsistency, to say the least. And like I do think there will be goals. We are waiting. The Liverpool team should be announced any second now, as the clock has just ticked past 4:15. Before we do announce that, thank you so much to today's watch along sponsors, oosh.co.uk. What a gang of people, the team at Oosh. Thank you to everyone who contributed to our fan supporting food banks live draw. Yes, we
1,600 was it?
Yeah, we raised over £1,600 for fans supporting food banks. Every single penny of that will go to them as we give away 2 tickets to Liverpool versus Leeds on New Year's Day. So thank you so much. Keep an eye out on oosh.co.uk throughout the course of the next few weeks. There'll be more Liverpool-based competitions coming your way, as well as there always are. Great people, great people.
You know, they are genuinely boss. Like when we were speaking to them, and we were talking about the partnership in the summer. They were like, listen, we said to them, like, we feel really strongly we'd like to be a charity element to it and stuff like that. And, you know, Oosh wanted to do that with us. And that's brilliant. Like, that's not the type of partnership that we're used to, you know what I mean? Normally it's like, no, you do it this way. And it's like, Oosh have been so good with us, and they are absolutely fantastic. And the stuff that people are winning for, like, absolute beans is incredible.
Absolutely. So congratulations to the people who won, and yeah, thanks to Oosh for continuing to support us. Right then, the team is out. If I read it through, Jay, you can see if we're spot on your board. Alisson is in goal. You got Virgil and Ibu at centre back. You got Kirkes and the return of Conor Bradley. Then midfield, you've got Jones, Gravenberch, Vert, McAllister and Szoboszlai, which is great news, and then Hugo Ekitike up front. Let's see your bench.
Yep.
Let's see, Mamardashvili, you've got him.
Yeah.
Isak,
Yep.
Chiesa,
Yeah.
Robbo,
Yeah.
Frimpong.
Oh.
No, get Frimpong in there. Get rid of your second goalie, lads. You don't need Freddie Woodman. Get Frimpong
Sorry,
in.
Freddie.
He's gone.
There you go.
Unyoni, Ramsey, Ungamoa and Lucky. So you can find, yeah, I think you're pretty much spot on there.
Yeah, you got that, mate.
Well done,
Good
first ever.
What's thinking of the side?
Yeah, Jay, go on. What are you thinking of the team, Jay? Team that you'd have picked? Any difference?
Yeah, I think after last week's improved display, I like the fact that we're sticking to our guns with that there. We've got Conor Bradley in. Been missing for a few games. I thought Gomez had been doing really well, but as always tends to happen with Gomez, the poor fella breaks down. Yeah, I think that's a team that can stick it to a kind of a bit of a reel in Spurs side at the moment. They look like they're having a bit of buyer's remorse there with Thomas Frank. If we can get Hugo Ekitike into the game early, I mean, ideally as early as we did last week, I'd love that. I think if we can get an early goal, the grumblings will start. You know, it could be a little bit of a almost like an Everton style crowd. I think they're ready to start. Maybe not rioting, but it could end up a bit of a zoo in there. You know, bit of complaining. Yeah, I'd love a nice early goal. Get Ekitike in the game. Big Dom. you know.
So obviously being back's huge, and absolutely. You're spot on. Chris, I'll come to you. Jamie's put that down on the board, like that 4-2-3-1 formation. There's words, you know, the manager said that Leeds, for example, he said it was more of a diamond, and Vert was one of like the two up front. But whatever you class it, at this moment in time, the manager's clearly happy with this. You know, I don't know if you call it 5 midfielders or 4.5, depending on what you call Florian Vert, but yeah, he's been hesitant to go 2 strikers really, other than when he really had to in Milan due to injuries, illnesses, and best player kicking off in the press. Like that
was the thing. That's
literally what I said next to his game. Salah out, being a knob, brackets. but everything's fine. Obviously, Mo's now away in Africa. But yeah, the Vert piece, wherever he starts, dictates out exactly how this game looks. Do you think he's going to be normally from the left, or do you see him just doing whatever he wants as he has been?
I don't know. I think I've sort of seen it as very much Wirtz and Szoboszlai, not like wingers, but very much inside in those sort of half spaces and stuff. And that then gives him the option to get forward into that forward line with Ekitike, or drop deep and look for space. So it's interesting for me that we're just clogging the middle, and I think what we're doing is we're having that numerical advantage in there. That should hopefully free up a little bit of space, which will suit Kerkez, which will suit Bradley at the right back as well, to bomb forward. So I think for me right now, you know, it's very much not about the numbers game. And when I say that, it's not 4-2-3-1, it's find space on the football field, and these good players sort of interacting with each other and learning how each other plays, and just getting close enough that you can pop little balls off and around the corner. And Ekitike is a big part of that. He plays with his back to goal sometimes, can play, you know, you can play him through as well. So all of these things are it's just about having numbers to win the ball back, having numbers to play together as well when you've got the ball. And you know, whether that's central or whatever, I don't think I'm going to get too hung up personally on whether Vert starts out on the left, because when he started as a left winger, we've seen him go over that on that right hand side. So where's the space? Can we double up on them in places, and can we get those little passing, you know, circles and triangles and pentagons and all that just working in the football match?
Yeah, it's interesting because me and Jamie did the watch along for Brighton last weekend. It was interesting trying to figure out what form.
I was in there not doing a watch along and couldn't work.
Yeah, Jones was in the first minute he was pressing the goalie. Second minute he was getting the ball off the defenders. Then he was at left back, and it just felt like very.
I've heard rhombus. All I used to describe it as a midfield rhombus.
A rhombus.
Yeah.
That's a posh word, isn't it?
It's a very posh word for Paul Dalglish. I think he must have looked it up before he started the show.
He's got, yeah, maybe Paul's been doing shapes. But the only real fixed points were the two centre back. The back four was very solid in terms of where they were. Everything in front of them was all over the place. It was very fluid. Because got a question here, Josh Raven. I'll give it to you, Jamie. When are we going to see Ekitike, Isak, and Vert playing together? There's the idea. At times, you know, we saw how that could potentially work in Milan, and listen to him for all his worth. I don't think Isak was particularly brilliant on that day. Liverpool were a bit iffy themselves, but do you think that ultimately that is the plan the manager's going to go for, and how long are we going to take till we get there? Is Josh's question. I'll pose it to you, Jay.
I think the form of Ekitike as the central striker is probably the issue, and the form and fitness of Isak, because I think I'll do, if you permit me, I'll do a little swap. I think people want to see this. Sorry, Florian, your temper. I think we've seen Ekitike pull out to the left. Yeah. He was doing it last week. He was trying to beat people down Brighton's right early last week. But he's been so good. He's been the star man. You'd have to play something more akin to the Inter formation. You could have your midfield rhombus in there, but I think for the purpose of midfield parallelogram, maybe,
like that.
I think for the purposes of this, while Isak is not in form, or there's still doubts about his fitness, although time's ticking on a bit now. I think in terms of his fitness, we all knew what we were signing up for when he came in, but we're a week.
We didn't think Christmas/New Year, did we?
Well, exactly. But yeah, so I'm happy with this for now. Would it be more of a traditional two up top? I mean, it's not really something that's been done in the Premier League. We're going back 20 years. I mean, Leicester, I seem to remember, played more of a traditional 4-4-2, but that was very much a special case for them. It was just Ranieri trying to get the best out of the players. We haven't, since probably the early noughties, the kind of Benitez, Mourinho era, people went to a 4-2-3-1. We haven't really seen a top, champion contender or Champions League contender going with a kind of a traditional two-man. You know, if you think back to that Man United side that won the treble, they had Dwight York, Andy Cole, Solskjaer and Sheringham, and they'd always play a combination of two of them. But that's 25 years ago, you know. So in short, I'm not sure until Isak's in, fit and firing. But then the issue with that is if Ekitike carries on like he does, Isak's not going to be finding himself in the starting lineup anytime soon. So I'd like to see it, but I do think it would be a bit harsh to sort of stick Ekitike out on the left. Maybe we should try it in one game. I mean, potentially Wolves could be an opportunity for that, given that we're going to be expecting to have most of the ball.
My answer would be, what's Alexander Isak done to deserve to start a game? You know, and at this moment in time in that team, because it would be a case of either Isak or McAllister. And I'll be honest, I don't think McAllister's been anywhere near his best either. But I think we saw little signs in the last couple of weeks that he's getting a little bit closer. And Isak, the goal at West Ham aside, we've seen nothing to suggest. If I was picking the team, I'd be thinking, at some point, I think Josh's question is valid. We will probably see it because they've both been bought with a plan in mind. But at this moment in time, there's nothing from Alexander Isak to suggest that in games where Liverpool aren't exactly playing fit and firing and being brilliant, that he deserves to start.
No, I don't. I think that's fair. I don't think he deserves to start on his performances this season. But every one of us knows what level he can get to.
Yeah.
So we have to get him to that level as well. We have a duty of care to the football club because we spend so much money, and to the team and his teammates because we'll be a better side when Isak is up and running, as you know. So, at some point you have to just go, right, bang, we're going to start playing him, whether it's 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 90 minutes or whatever. But we also need to get results.
Yep.
So Ekitike has to start because he's the main man at the moment. He's the one that the team looks better playing with and for. Are we going to see Ekitike and Isak and this two-man sort of centre-forward thing? No, I don't think so long term, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I think Jamie's right. I think the league's moved on. And you might see it against sort of three at the backs. It might be something that we use against them. But generally speaking, look, if Liverpool don't sign a winger and Salah was to leave, then you think, okay, well, they're moving towards that. But we are going for Semenyo. I think everybody knows we're going for Semenyo. So we're going for a winger. So we're not going to try and be wingless for the next however many years. We've got Cody Gakpo as well. We're going for probably an Anton Semenyo. We are trying to get more wingers into the side. So I don't see it as a long-term solution. It felt like more of a sticky plaster than anything else.
Yeah, like I say, my general thinking again, we don't know what the summer plan was. My guess was Isak was going to be the main man and Ekitike was going to be the
Diaz replacement. Can play up front, can play on the left-hand side. Simple.
Backup, rotational, not first. And he's played himself into the team because the plan was. I think the manager kind of said this in an interview a few months ago. The idea was to buy one striker, and unfortunately, the tragic loss of Diogo Jota meant he had to buy two. And I think we all know Isak was the one they wanted for a longer time than Ekitike. That felt a bit later on, when they were doing the homework. So I think that's what it is. And I think for now, the manager, and I think Jamie, he's almost. I don't know if this is the right word, and maybe my vocabulary isn't good enough, but he's almost forgoing a little bit of attacking intent just to make the team a bit more solid as well. Like, he's definitely decided we can't just keep getting battered and getting goals just shipped in all like that. I think that week where it was...
Thankfully.
That week
it took him a little longer than it would have taken me, to be honest.
The Forest, City, PSV of it all. I think that's what done his head in, and he's definitely decided, we're going to take a step back there, try and get a bit more control of games, and then perhaps down the line when we're playing a bit better, he might introduce a bit more attacking intent. Is that how you're seeing it?
Yeah, and it was absolutely necessary. I mean, if you throw the City, I mean, anyone can go and concede 3 at the Etihad, but we were shipping goals like nobody's business. Heads were going down. That Forest game, it was just so predictable. We had the best of the first half an hour. They have one chance up the other end and score. Heads go down. We looked at 6s and 7s. It was really. I was starting to question the manager after, pretty much 100% backing him up until that point. The Sunderland game was a bit of a kick in the teeth for me because I just thought we looked so blunt. But since then, we've needed that solidity. I love the away performance in Milan. Even if we hadn't won the game, I still think it would have been a creditable 0-0. But we ended up getting the penalty at the end. That was what we needed to stop. You can't be conceding 3 goals against Sean Dyche's Nottingham Forest. It hurts me to say it. 3 goals against Leeds, it's just not good enough. The West Ham game, it wasn't exactly thriller minute, but it was a bit more kind of, it was what the doctor ordered at the time. So yeah, I think he's been right. He's obviously created this issue with Salah by dropping him, getting a bit more defensive solidity down that right-hand side. I think it has been what we needed. It's interesting to say, is it what we need in this game? Because all the criticism of Spurs has been from their home fans that the home form has been really dour and, can Frank play a more expansive style of football? They've gone from one extreme to the other with Postecoglou to Frank. It could be a game where, if Liverpool can really play with some attacking intent from the first whistle, as I was saying before, you could get their fans really turning, and we could be having some "you're getting sacked in the morning" shouts and stuff like that. But at the same time, you don't want to be too open and get stung by a Spurs team that do have quality. You don't want to get stung, and then Liverpool heads drop, and then all of a sudden they're jubilant. So I'm not quite sure how he's going to play it today. It's a tricky one. I mean, I agree with you that there probably should be goals, because this is the fixture we've had loads of goals going back over the last probably 10 or 15 years. But yeah, I think I would probably maybe kind of feel out the first 15 minutes, nothing stupid. We don't want to repeat of the games like the Brentford game where we're going 1-0 down after 5 minutes and all, stuff like that. Getting their fans up, evening kick-off, everybody's Christmas, everybody's had a few ports potentially,
It does feel, Jay, like their fans are on the precipice of having a bit of a kick-off, and that's the type of ground it goes both ways. I've been at Spurs when we battered them in that stadium, and it's not great for them, but I've also seen them get on top, and it gets really hard. The way it's built is it's the atmosphere you can stay in. So yeah, their crowd are on the edge. And interesting, I'm going to bring you the Spurs team now. Obviously it's been along the bottom of the ticker for those who have noted, but I'll read it out. And maybe Thomas Frank's on a little bit more pragmatic as well. He's definitely got a bit more defensive in his midfield. So they've got Vicario in goal, and then a back four of Spence, Romero, Van der Ven, of course, and then Pedro Porro at right back. And then it looks like a midfield three of Gray, Bentancur and Bergval. And then it's Moani up front, and it looks like it'll be Kudos and Xavi Simons either side. Now, their manager, Chris, they've almost in recent weeks been 4-2-4-ish. He's definitely, his number 10 has been Simons actually, and he's had either Richarlison or Brennan Johnson or Tell or even Odebert on the wing. He looks like Thomas Frank's gone for a little bit more solidity there. That by bringing Bergval in and effectively playing a midfield three, it looks like Thomas Frank's in a similar boat. He's looking for control of the midfield as well, because that's a little bit of a change away from the four attackers that he's been using recently. Yeah,
it's actually been set up by both SofaScore and FOTMob as a 4-2-3-1 with Bergval sort of in that sort of 10.
But he's not the Xavi Simons type of number 10.
No, exactly. He's completely different. So yeah, you're looking for probably a little bit more steel in the middle of the park, and that makes sense to me because, the form that they've been in and equally the way that Liverpool have tried to dominate the middle of the park. I think for him, he's going, do you know what, let's just get some bodies in there. And if we have to just clog up the middle of the park and try and stop Liverpool that way, then yeah, he's pragmatic. And that's what Thomas Frank is. He is a pragmatic manager. And he's actually, I think he gets a lot of stick unfairly. I mean, his Brentford side, before they came into the Premier League, they were free-flowing a free-flowing football side, and he's pragmatic. So when he knew he could do that in the Championship, he would do that in the Championship. But then when he got to the Premier League, he realised, I can't just come up and play the same style of football. I'm going to change. So he changed to make sure that Brentford stayed in the league, and he's kept Brentford up for how many years? To the point where they're on the verge of qualifying for Europe, and they're just a pain in the arse of a side to play, quite honestly. And he needs to do that with Tottenham Hotspur. Now, their fans right now aren't being the most patient bunch in the world because, they went from, 17th last year, and he win that, the UEFA Cup. It wasn't really the UEFA Cup, but you know what I mean, Europa League. They want to kick on, and they wanted to kick on quickly. But Frank sees their problems, I think, and just goes, you know what, this is what we've got to do. I'm playing for long-term success. Frank feels like a manager who has been told he's got a couple of years to get this right, because I don't think he'd be pragmatic and sort of plodding the way that he is, but he's got to change the culture in that side. And I think that's the first thing that every Spurs fan should actually recognise as well, is the culture at Tottenham Hotspur was wrong. You've got to change it, and I don't think Ange Postecoglou helped the culture at Tottenham. What they want to be is they want to be a successful side, and successful sides, first and foremost, don't concede a shit ton of goals. We've learned that the hard way in the last few weeks, unfortunately. So they need to get through that, and then you add the bells and whistles on top. It's exactly what Rafa did at Liverpool when he first arrived, isn't it? Solidified us from the back, added the bells and whistles when you get there.
The only problem they've got, Chris, at the moment, and hopefully Liverpool can add to this today, and this definitely impacts things, is the home form's so bad. 2 wins out of 8 in the Premier League for them, that's where it's, because you look at Spurs in the league and they're about 11th and they're doing okay in the Champions League. They're probably not going to be top 8, but they're definitely going to probably have a qualifier. Probably. That's about what you'd probably expect from a Tottenham team who finished 17th and had to go through a rejig. However, most of their points have come away. And I think when you build, when you and their fans pay a lot of money to go to that stadium, it's a very expensive ticket.
Is it them and Arsenal the most expensive?
Some of the most expensive tickets you get. For them to only win 2 of 8, that's probably more of it with the manager, where they're probably thinking, this is just a bit dour. At least under Postecoglou, they were getting beat. It was 4-3. It just feels like with Thomas Frank, they're a little bit bored. Maybe they're not used to this from Tottenham. It might be what they need, but ultimately, you said there, he'd been promised time. But I think 2 home wins out of 8 will start getting on. The fans will start getting a bit annoyed.
Yeah, of course, and I understand that. Don't get me wrong. You've got 60,000 people there who are walking out most weeks thinking, fucking hell, that was shit again. And it's only 2,000 people probably going to the aways having fun. So there's a big discrepancy in, the people who are going to those home games. But I always say this, you don't pay to go and see your team win, you pay for the opportunity to support your side. And I think that's what we've had a problem with over the last few years in football in this country, to be honest with you. More and more people equate the amount of money to, am I getting happiness from this because Liverpool or Tottenham or whoever they support are winning the game. You pay to go and support the side, and if you win, fucking magic. Everyone's happier when you win and stuff like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
But amount of money doesn't equal success. Amount of your ticket money does not equal success. It cannot. It never will do. It never has done. More and more people seem to think it does.
Yeah, absolutely. It's their fans, therefore. And like I say, he is rebuilding what's been a pretty average squad for them. Jay, I'll come to you. We've got a super chat from Craig who says, a Hugo brace again? Question mark. I mean, Ekitike is the man in form at this moment in time. Again, he gets the nod today up front. Scored 2 goals in his last 2 Premier League, but both of his last 2 Premier League games. He is, like I say, one of the most informed strikers in the world, in the country.
To do that for Liverpool since Michael Owen as well.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, other than Erling Haaland, who continues to be an absolute cyborg sent from outer space to destroy us all, Hugo Ekitike's been up there with in recent weeks one of the best forwards in the league.
Mater?
He's whatever the fuck he is. He's a joke. But yeah, anyway, Ekitike brace, Jay.
I'd love to see it. If I was, I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here, but if I was to give the case against that, he found a lot of space in behind. You saw him, he was getting nutmegs on people. He was, if you pardon the expression, opening his legs. Yeah? Against some of the Brighton centre backs, and we saw the great goal that he scored against Frankfurt. You got Van der Ven up there, who's famously the fastest centre back in the known universe. Apparently, he's going to find it more difficult to take him on in a foot race. You got Romero there. I wouldn't mind him pulling on to Romero, actually, given Romero's famously a hothead, loves a red card. If he can give Romero a hard time, wind him up a little bit. But, I mean, the form he's in, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I think the way Brighton set up last week and some of their personnel played into his strengths a little bit. I mean, the clearing it straight to Joe Gomez, who can set up an opener after 40 seconds, also didn't help for Brighton. But yeah, the form that Hugo's in, I'd love to see it. If we can start, getting some early chances in, finding him back to goal, giving those 2 centre-backs something to do. I'm just not sure about the setup. I can see Frank, I can't see him setting up as open as Brighton did last week. So I think it might be a little bit more difficult, but certainly whenever he's been in front of goal, Ekitike's finishing has been first rate. So I wouldn't bet against it, but I think he's got some different challenges this week to what he had to face against Brighton.
No, you're right. Well, what I would say is that if Vicario wants to just put one on a play for us like he did against Nottingham Forest, then Hugo Ekitike will gladly accept it. It will be interesting, Chris, because you mentioned before the pragmatism of Thomas Frank, and one of the things that Brighton under Hassel did was just come play their game. And listen, they were all right at it. They just made a couple of errors. They didn't do the things like in recent history that really hurt Liverpool in terms of direct long ball, trying to play second. What Man United did, kick it up to a big fella, kind of let him run around, barely pick up second balls. I wonder maybe that could be his thinking. He's got Bergvall, he's got definitely Kolo Muani, he's about 6'2", I think, something like that, up front. So maybe they are planning to a little bit more direct, and that's why he hasn't gone with, like say, that 4-2-4 attacking number 10 situation, because there's a world here where, because we know Thomas Frank's like, he will look at opposition and he will target it, and it wouldn't be the biggest shock in the world if it's Porro and Spence up to one of the big lads, either Bergvall or Muani, and try and play off that.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. He's known amongst everybody, whether it be a fan or coach or whatever players, that he will tweak the game plan week in, week out. So it's absolutely the type of things that Thomas Frank could do. So we should probably expect it, to be honest with you, because it's just so him, isn't it? And we know, we've seen videos of him when he's been in the dressing room at Brentford talking about how to attack teams and stuff. So wouldn't surprise me in the least if he was to do that. And he's one of the biggest proponents of video sort of analysis in the league as well.
It depends if Tottenham's fans have it. I mean, if it works and they win, they'll be absolutely fine with it. But yeah, it's not exactly what they're accustomed to, I think, or Tottenham, or what they demand, which is actually sometimes one of their problems. But yeah, it'll be interesting because, like I said, Bergvall 6'2", Muani 6'2". They leave out Richarlison, who obviously isn't as good at that kind of thing. So maybe that's a little hint at what's going to come. And then maybe they can get, like I say, Xavi Simons and in particular Mo Kudus buzzing in and around. Obviously, he's available for those
second balls.
He's available, of course. Ghana didn't qualify for AFCON. It's why Semenyo's currently scoring goals for Bournemouth again, after Chris mentioned his name earlier. Yeah, Ghana didn't qualify. I think they did qualify for the World Cup and didn't qualify for AFCON, but that's why he's available today. Jay, on that, I want to talk
probably
to you.
400 more teams in the World Cup, that's why.
Yeah, pretty easy. Yeah, I was like, everyone gets a chance. The manager is stuck with Milos Kerkez at left back, Jay, and I was saying on the build-up show, maybe there is this pattern that we're starting to emerge now of, has opposing winger got pace? Yes, equals Milos Kerkez. No, equals Andy Robertson. It feels like that's kind of where we're getting towards. Now, I thought, and we were obviously on Watch Along, Jay, Kerkez did a pretty good job against Minter. There's a couple of times he still does the stupid diving thing that he's going to have to learn. He's going to have to be equally as on his game today, because I know Kudus is very unpredictable and inconsistent, but like I say, when he's on it, he's on it, and he has hurt Liverpool in the past, but he's looked good against Liverpool, so it's another challenge there for Kerkez. Do you think he's up for it once again?
Yeah, I mean, it is a big challenge. We've all seen Kudus play really well, even going back to his Ajax days. He scored a brilliant goal against Liverpool. Yeah. I've been a bit more encouraged by him because I was, first probably 10 games of the season, I was getting Alberto Moreno vibes, which is never a good thing. I was getting that, when the ball had come near him or he'd be in a defensive situation, my kind of internal siren is going off thinking, oh God, what's going to happen here? Which is never a situation you want to be in. But I feel like he's been a bit more solid the last few weeks. I think he's... it's a big move, isn't it? You're learning your place in the team. You're learning to deal with that expectation. Liverpool, we have left ourselves open as well. So it's not necessarily all been on him. It's been more of a collective thing. But you make one mistake, you concede. Van Dijk's telling you off. The fans are getting you on your back. So it's been a difficult start for him. I want to see him kick on now. He's obviously he's been brought in as the long-term replacement for Andy Robertson. I've had doubts. Plenty of the other, fans and pundits have expressed doubts about him, but I've been a bit more encouraged by his last maybe 3 or 4 games. Tricky one against Kudus, yeah, but these are the kind of tests, if you are going to make it as Liverpool's next left back for the next, for the next 10 years or whatever, these are the kind of challenges that you've got to come through unscathed, or at least relatively unscathed. Don't want to see him diving in. He had 1 or 2, as you say, last week against Minter, but in general, I thought he handled Minter fairly well. So yeah, kind of a similar challenge today. He's not going to want to be turned around. He's not going to want to be run at, but he can't be diving in and leaving massive gaps on that left-hand side.
Yeah,
and could somebody actually please pass to him at some point today? Will that happen today? We don't know.
Yeah, let's find out. If Kirkers makes an overlap and run, will someone actually give him the ball? Chris, I want to talk actually around the wider context of the game before me and Jamie head off and let you fill in with the people. Chelsea's draw today means if Liverpool win, they will go equal on points with Chelsea. They're currently 4th place, of course. Now, Chelsea's goal difference is far superior. They're on plus 12 at the moment. We're only on plus 2, so it would have to be some win to go above them. As it stands, Sunderland are drawing, so that they could change with them as well, but the same remains really, goal difference wise. Massive opportunity for Liverpool, like I say, the title thing. I know I've seen some people in the chat saying, you know, if they win today and Arsenal lose and it's only 7 points,
game on, baby.
It's so over, we're so back. But for now, Liverpool's first aim is making sure they're in the Champions League next year via the Premier League. Obviously, if they can win the thing, that'll be great as well. That is, I think, it's significant. You know, like I say, they've addressed the slide. They've stopped getting beat every game. It hasn't been perfect. 2 wins and 2 draws in the last 4, of course. But I think, you know, Chelsea, not that long ago, were being spoken about as genuine title challengers. They're not in that mix currently. If Liverpool can win today, go equal with them. The teams around us have all got relatively tough games as well. You know, Man United going to Villa is certainly one where there's nothing given there. So, hugely significant. If Liverpool can get themselves a win today, they'll be much more happy now. They think that this top four thing is definitely back on the table again, because there was a while there when we were thinking even that's looking a little bit far away.
Absolutely, yeah. I think, you know, for Liverpool, the first protocol every single season is you got to qualify for the Champions League. That's what the owners want first and foremost. They lay that down. That's the absolute minimum requirement at Liverpool Football Club. I personally think the minimum requirement this year should have been slightly higher, given the amount of money that we'd spent and the investment into the squad, but we are where we are. We all know that. But you're right. If we can get ourselves back into the mix, there's teams that will start to panic a little bit about Liverpool being in and around them, because they'll start to be like, bloody hell, right? Okay, we're going to have to be almost perfect. The pressure might get to them and stuff like that. But it's very early days. I mean, Chelsea are always in the title running, in the title race at this time of the year, and then January they're always out of it. So they're just doing the level best to sort that out and make sure that that's a thing again. Obviously, you know, Aston Villa will be looking to keep going, keep the momentum going for them. And you know, I forget how many wins they've got on the bounce now, but it's bloody ridiculous.
The informed team in the league.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, big game against Manchester United, are they going to be getting dragged back into us, or are they going to keep the focus on Arsenal and Manchester City above them? But who cares? Like, Liverpool just have to put one foot in front of the other, keep getting 3 points or as many points as they possibly can. You know, in 10 games time, is there a gap between us and some teams behind, or are we still in that mix? I think, you know, I'd like to see Liverpool out of there in 10 games time. Yeah,
absolutely. Like I say, it'll be fascinating. I wouldn't be shocked, because at this moment in time, the sense is Arsenal and City are fighting for the title. Maybe Villa. Maybe like if Villa win, they're absolutely back in that mix, depending on things. And then at this, again, it's a long way to go, but then it's like Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, maybe Sunderland and Crystal Palace until they prove otherwise, are battling for like 4th and 5th, and we'll see if 5th gets Champions. We just don't know yet, but yeah, like I say, I think it's a significant one. But again, if you're Tottenham, for what it's worth, I know that I said that 11th, a win today takes Tottenham just 1 point behind Liverpool. Like, the league can change very, very quickly. It's so compact. Again, from 4th to 14th, you're looking at like 7 points. It's so, and by the way, Chelsea and 4th have played a game more there, so it is so tight. We're looking at the scores today. There's a 1-0, 2-0, and a 0-0. Like, it's a real middle of the league. It's only down the bottom there's a little bit of a gap, but well, to Wolves especially. But the league is so tight. 3 wins and all of a sudden you're 4th, 2 defeats and you're 15th. Like, it's incredible how this is all panning out. Right then, just let you know what's going to happen here on Redmen for the next couple of hours. It's going to be a quick break where you're going to hear from the manager Arne Slot, after which you'll have Chris in the hot seat for the fan interactive show, which I'm sure you're looking forward to. And then about 1:45, me and Jamie will come back in for the watch along. Just before kick-off as well, we've got a couple of our Redmen Legend prize draws to do. We're a little bit behind on the draws, so we're going to give a couple of prizes away today. If you haven't already, do consider signing up over at Redmen Plus. If you join us as a legend, you'll be in all of our December prize draws. 25 prizes, culminating with a shirt signed by Kenny Dalglish and Bruce Grobbelaar from Rome 1984, which is a very good prize indeed. So you get loads of extra content, but more than that, you might get the chance to win a fabulous prize, 2 of which we'll give away in about half an hour. So if you sign up now as a legend, in the next half an hour or so, you'll be in today's couple of prize draws as well. Right then, let's hear from Arne Slot, who was speaking to the press yesterday.
Do you feel like you're getting closer to that balance between being able to be effective in attack and without giving away a lot of other chances? You mentioned the fact that previous games there was less attack and less defence, and this game was a bit more of both. Do you feel like you're getting closer to that balance of being able to be good in one and good in the other?
Yeah, I think we are getting closer and closer to the team I want us to be. And that has gone with ups and downs. Let's be completely clear about that. But for me, that makes complete sense because all the changes we've made during the summer, and we made them on purpose because we thought we needed to. And if I'm completely honest, maybe I didn't expect it to take maybe as long as it did. But looking back on it, reflecting on it now, I think I've been too positive, because if you go with a new group where not all of them are completely ready to play every single game 90 minutes in this intensity, you have to adapt. Sometimes he can play, then he cannot play, so it takes maybe a bit of time, and we've been very unlucky. Unlucky with referee decisions. I said this multiple times, even Saturday when I said afterwards that the referee was completely neutral. I missed out on a red card. Another influential decision, but this time it didn't hurt us, and we have to go to that situation. If a referee decision is against, it doesn't matter. We are still good enough to win. If we concede a set piece, no problem. We're still able to win. So set piece is another thing. I think from almost all the losses that we've had, except for one maybe, in all the other ones we've conceded a set piece, and we shouldn't be. That shouldn't influence our result anymore, and that's why we have to improve, that we're not depend as much on luck or bad luck, because we are in that mix too many times from the start of the season, because we were a few times lucky maybe in the start when we scored late goal winners. We deserve those wins, but still were small margins, and we have to make sure that this team gets to a level that either referee decisions or set pieces doesn't influence our results as many as they've done in recent weeks or months.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I just looked at the wrong camera there. I don't think I've ever done this. Show, but I'm excited to spend the next 30 minutes with you. Somebody in the comments asked me to do the watch along, and I would love to do the watch along, but I'm not feeling very well, is the honest answer. So that's why I'm going to do socials from in the other room and stuff, so I can power through for the next 30 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I'm not feeling great. So being on camera for the next 2 hours, it's probably not going to be me, unfortunately. But thank you very much for getting in touch and asking anyway. I've seen this half an hour a few times. It's where I get to speak to you guys. So what do you guys want to talk about, basically? Let me know in the comments section. I would like to talk a little bit about, to get us started, Curtis Jones, because he's playing in the middle of the park with Ryan Gravenberch again. And I absolutely love him. And he's been playing so good over the last sort of a couple of weeks and stuff. So yeah, I think, for me, I'm really, really excited to see him again, and really just sort of, control a game of footy again. And, is he going to continue that dropping in behind the centre-backs? Is he going to drop into the sort of full-back positions to pick the ball up, which allows the likes of Kerkez to get involved? I hope so. I really hope so. So yeah, I'll be feeling that. Okay, no problem. A couple of people, Redmen Plus subscribers, talking in the comments. That's hush hush, wink wink. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be talking about that today. Read the email properly. You know what I mean? Read the email properly. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. So yeah, there we go. Okay, let's talk about something else then. Do we have a topic to talk about? Levi Scouse. Hey, met you in a Cuba, lad. Didn't I? Boss Top, that Mr. Pajak Jones is a credit. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, he's boss, isn't he? Did I see something online about him talking about wanting to be basically at Liverpool the rest of his life? I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? That is the dream. If you're a Scouser and you play for Liverpool Football Club, you're supposed to want to stay at Liverpool Football Club for the rest of your life and not move to Madrid and Spain. That's the dream. Well done, Curtis. Obviously now, you can't leave now that you've said that. Okay. Okay, Kevin Dobbin. There we go. Chris, realistically, where do you see us finishing this season? Third. Yeah, I know. I just don't think Aston Villa are going to stay there all season long. I really don't. I think third is absolutely on for Liverpool. I think there's going to be a big old gap between Arsenal and Manchester City. I think Manchester City are going to win the league, unfortunately. If I had a choice of who was to win the league this season, though, controversially, Aston Villa. I'd much prefer Aston Villa to win it than Arsenal or Manchester City. I'm really against Manchester City winning the league. And if I had to pick between Manchester City and Arsenal, controversially, I would pick Arsenal. Because at some point, with their cheating light blue kits and their cheating football club and everything else that I despise about Manchester City, they are going to end up on a lot of Premier League titles, and we're going to look down the line in 10 years and go, why did we let them get away with it? Why did we want them to win over Arsenal? Nah, not for me. The cheating bastards shouldn't be allowed to win it, and if you should never want Manchester City to win a league title. So yeah, for me, Aston Villa, and then yeah, and listen, Carrazor's in here going, nah, City, nah, never. Why? Absolute cheating bastards. Why would you want a cheat to win it over somebody else? You just shouldn't. You really shouldn't, and I feel really strongly about that. So for me, absolutely not. If it was anybody, not Liverpool, of course, Aston Villa. So there we go. Arsenal fancy views and stuff. I genuinely don't care. Like, it doesn't matter to me what fans of other football clubs do. It matters to me what Liverpool Football Club do. And I would much rather have a side that have worked dead hard over the last few years in Arsenal win a league title that they deserve because of hard work, rather than some fucking glorified cheating fucking Bradford City style football club go on and win how many league titles with the money that they've got, and the cheating bastards. So no, not for me. Sorry. And I will stop swearing now, because it's just, yeah, I get it. People don't like Arsenal fans online. Sounds, whatever. It's really easy to solve that issue, isn't it? So there we go. What's your plan for Christmas Day, Immy? I have many, many plans for Christmas Day. I'll use the word again, controversially. We go for a mad breakfast at my mum and dad's. And I don't know why this is the case, right? But we go round about 7 o'clock in the morning. I take my kids and go with my wife, obviously. My brother takes his wife and his 2 kids round. And my ma does like Chinese for breakfast. I know, it's so weird. But it's not like a full Chinese banquet. So there's like, it's like duck spring rolls. But then also, you know, all the stuff that everyone has like New Year's Day, and you can get like 3 for a tenner or 3 for a fiver or whatever it is, and like little steak pies and like mini beef burgers and all the Indian stuff and all the Chinese stuff. Basically, my mum does that at like 8 o'clock in the morning for us, and we have a gin and tonic and we eat that stuff at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then from there, anything can happen. It depends if you have another gin and tonic or not. Your day can go 2 ways. But I'm a parent now, so I tend not to have the second G&T. Then I'll go back to mine and cook dinner for everybody. Got about 15 people coming around to mine. So yeah. I've got about 15 people coming around to mine. I'm doing turkey, I'm doing pork, I'm doing about 11 different vegetables. Pigs in blankets, got to be there, obviously. There's no mashed potato, because mashed potato on a Christmas dinner doesn't belong. You big weirdos. But there is sausage meat stuffing, bacon stuffing, and sage and onion stuffing, because a trio of stuffings absolutely belongs on a Christmas plate, on a Christmas thing. And yes, it is a bizarre breakfast. I know. I don't even know where it came from, but we've been doing it for about 20 years. So there we go, before we had the kids and stuff anyway. Okay. Our routine-proof music doesn't even have a tree yet. And if there was anything to tell me that you don't have kids, that is how you've told me. Because my kids were pecking my head for a Christmas tree halfway into November. And I was like, no, not a chance. We are not doing a Christmas tree just yet. And I managed to get them until about the 8th of December, and that was enough. Maybe it was the 7th. Where's the gammon at? Oh, mate, I did gammon last year, you know. Did it with a nice little festive glaze. Can't remember what I put in it. Obviously some whole grain mustard, some kind of honey or something. There was orange zest. I can't remember what I put into it, to be honest with you. But it was really nice. But my mum's going to cook the pork for us this year, so I don't have to do the second meat. I actually did my turkey on the barbecue last year because I'm a big Komodo Joe wanker, basically, which is like one of them big green eggs is probably the more popular one, but that's really, really expensive. So I got the Komodo Joe and I do everything on the barbecue. So I was out barbecuing at like, 9 o'clock in the morning or something, and it was really, really good. And I really, really enjoyed barbecuing my turkey last year because I'm that guy. Need a Chris Scran review, so it's Bilbo Baghead. Great name, by the way. Great name. I will give you a Scran review on Christmas Day. How is that? The gammon excuse me. The gammon at our Christmas is my right-wing uncle that ruins it for everybody. Roberto Ho Ho said, turkey crown in the air fryer, brilliant and moist. Oh, go away, you big air fryer wanker. No, I've got an air fryer. You know what it is? It's a fucking oven that sits on the countertop. You've now got 2 ovens, you fucking idiot. Why have you done that? It's just a small oven. Oh no, it's an air fryer. Oh, it's hot air. What the fucking hell do you think's an oven? It's hot air. You madhead. What are you doing? I'm kidding, I've got an air fryer too. But it's just a small oven, isn't it? It sits on your countertop, taking up space when you've got an oven right there. Controversial. I am just flying, by the way. I do have an air fryer, and I too am an air fryer wanker. Certified. Definitely. 100%. Controversial today, aren't I? Controversial Chrissy. Deep fry is better than an air fryer. Nothing. Deep fry is better than anything. You're looking deep fry a turkey, you know, that's what you want to be doing. It's going to be heavenly. Heavenly. No warming up an air fryer, though. Literally every fucking recipe says warm up the air fryer. So that's not right. Roasted is better than deep fried is right. Get your fucking lard on a pan. The roasties in an oven is so much better than anything else that you're doing. So yeah, my sister's doing leg of lamb. Oh mate, leg of lamb that's a fantastic Christmas. That is a fantastic Christmas. I've pissed off so many people with my air fryer comments. And you know what's going to piss them off more? Not reading them out. So there you go. There you go. Take it. Oh, I'm kidding. I will read them out. There we go. There we go. Oven is just a hot box that hopes to cook food. An air fryer circulates the hot air over the food. Grow up. Shut up. Who feels that strongly about an air fryer? Oh, you're in love with your chicken nuggets in the air fryer, are you, pal? Go on, son. You enjoy your chicken nuggets in the air fryer, mate. Because that air circulating your chicken nuggets going to make it 10 times healthier. Grow up. I'm only playing. I'm just playing. It's just an oven though, yeah. You know, you can get these things called fan ovens, right? Whoa. I know, lads. It's an oven with a fan at the back. Most of us have them. Mad, innit? It's almost like that circulates air. Just saying. I'm only playing. I am actually going to change the subject now. It is funny. Yes, there you go. I love my air fryer. It's a small oven. I love my air fryer. It's a small oven. There's nothing about it. Are you doing sous vide turkey? Fair play to you. Fair play to you. Pissed them off, but you're right. Air fryers are a con. Absolutely. Should we talk about the footy, or you just want to talk about air fryers? Oh, no, look. Sorry, Dan, but this is the best pre-match ever. Dan will be sat at home, cooking his fucking nut roast in his air fryer, crying right now. I'm sure about it. And Brian the Turkey says, Stotty, I am going to be brining my turkey. I'm going to, controversially, I am making it into a crown, taking the legs and the thighs off, then taking the bones out of them this time around, stuffing it with me pork sausage meat stuffing, wrapping it in pancetta or bacon, and then I'm going to roast those, like the dark meats, in some tin foil to begin with. Going to take the foil off, going to glaze that bad boy up. I'm going to roast them right at the end. I'm just going to be turkey crown after it has obviously been brined. Probably on my barbecue. to be honest with you, and that's what I'm going to be doing for Christmas Day. And I'm really looking forward to opening a brand new air fryer in the morning as well. So there we go. Weird hating on air fryers, like I don't really care one way or the other, if I'm being totally honest. But I do like fallow style Ballantine turkey leg. That is exactly it. Fallow is where I got the recipe from, where I got the idea from. That video. I watched the YouTube video about 2 weeks ago, and I was like, that's exactly what I want to do. So yes, fallow style indeed, Stotty. Well played, sir. And there you go, Alison Bailey. There you go, a la fallow. There you go. That's what we'll be doing. Who says the YouTube money has changed, Peter? Mate, I was a restaurant manager and a chef before I got into YouTube. It's got nothing to do with whether any fucking shitty money from YouTube has changed who I am. So there we go. Mine's a smoker. It's both actually, but I use it as a smoker. Cherry is my favourite smoking wood. There you go. This explanation of Christmas Day is longer than Christmas Day. Okay. Fallow Times Redmen crossover. Oh my God, I would love to do a video with him. He's amazing. I'd love to go to his restaurant first. Anyway, right, football. What are we going to see? Ekatike. Loads of Ekatike. Maybe a hat-trick today from Ugo Ekatike. That would be nice, wouldn't it? I'd like to see a hat-trick from Ugo Ekatike. Do we think... And is this possible, Bobby, to put a poll in? Do you know how to do it? Okay, no problemo. Let me know if you think Florian Wirtz is going to get a goal today. Let me know in the comments. Pajak, I was not familiar with your culinary game. Okay, that's fine. I literally just used to do food videos on the YouTube. Not many people watch them, to be fair. What was that called? Lockdown. Yes, there we go. And yes, it was. I used to make scrans basically, which is why you might see the occasional Pajak scran like that. Okay, we've got Craig Beckley who says Flo is going to be man of the match. So we'll take a little bit of Flo man in the match. Oh, thank you. The poll is up. Bobby has sorted it. Well done, Bobby. Thank you, mate. It was Joe. Thanks, Joe. Wirtz will score against Barnsley and Griddy. He better fucking not. You know, there's only one thing worse than the Griddy. No, I'm kidding. It's NF right now. I'm being a tit now. I actually love the Griddy. Do you know why? Because it's JJ's, Justin Jefferson's. I love you, buddy. I love you, buddy. Love you, JJ. You not had the greatest season this time around, but then the other JJ is not very good. Yeah. Might be our last season with Justin Jefferson. Anyway, nah, says Alex Redrock, but he's getting 2 assists. 2 assists. I would take that for him. I love that for Florian Wirtz. I'd like that. Payjack only scrans. There you go. Still waiting on the full lasagna recipe. Oh, mate, don't, please, no. I'm still not over that, to be honest with you. Okay, let's have a little look if we can get the poll up right now. Oh, 75% of you think that Florian Wirtz is going, 76% is going to get a goal today. I love that. I am going to be really happy if Florian Wirtz gets a goal today. You'll hear me shouting from in there. You might hear me coughing from in there as well. Draper Sunspace Man. Is that right? Did I read that right? 01 says Isaac hat-trick. He's going to have to get on pretty early. It doesn't take long to score a hat-trick, does it? But he's going to have to get on pretty early, I'd assume. All the Minnesotans around me are hopeless right now. Yeah, don't blame them. Like, I mean, yeah. I thought what we were going to see from the Minnesota Vikings this season was excellent, to be honest with you. I mean, you got all the skill position players you want. And all you need JJ McCarthy to be, for me, is good. Like, okay, make 4 or 5 really good throws a game. That's all you need to do. and we'll be really good because we've got the D. We're all right there, you know what I mean? Especially with Flores and that. And I thought we'd be fine, and we've not. We've been shit, and it's been really annoying. And yeah, JJ's just not that good, unfortunately. Imagine being a Vikings fan, Rams all the way. I know. I didn't know this, right? But like, I definitely feel like being a Vikings fan is what like being an Everton fan would be in the football terms, which is to say, just endless pain. Endless pain. But anyway, Skull! Yeah, absolutely. So love that. Imagine watching the NFL, says Hustlebones. Fine. The NFL's great. It's great fun. I love it. To each their own, of course. Like, I love watching cycling. I love watching NFL. I love watching loads of different sports. My dad is the maddest though. My dad will watch everything. Like any sport whatsoever, he will watch it. He would have like, in days gone by, would have been able to tell you like England's handball team. Like, who watches handball? He would have watched the men's handball, he'd watch the women's handball, he'd watch anything. Like, my dad, honestly, he's nuts. And I get that. I just watch all of the sport, as much sport as I can. When we went into lockdown and we did COVID, the NBA, which I'm not really a massive basketball fan, released, like, their app for free. And I went back and watched, like, one of the great Chicago Bulls seasons as, like, live. Because I didn't really know any. I mean, I knew that the Chicago Bulls were going to win it. Spoiler, they did. But like, I got to watch the whole thing like it was real and live. So yeah, I miss live sport at the time, and now I do. So there you go. Rich Batty says England's handball team this year has been shit. Yeah, okay, cool. I went to go and watch an NHL game when we were in Canada in Vancouver, and the timing just wasn't right because I think we'd just come out of the Vancouver Whitecaps game. They were playing Seattle. It was a derby. Is that right? Canada and Seattle close together. Maybe it was a derby. I think it was. Would it be the Sounders? Is that right? Anyway, and we wanted to go straight in to watch the NHL, and we just couldn't quite get it up. So there we go. Did anybody watch the boxing last night? Did anybody watch the boxing last night? I didn't. I saw the result and I watched it today. I only watched it because, yeah, I won't. Actually, I'm not going to spoil it. Okay, so we've got a few people who, yeah, Vancouver, Seattle is a great derby. The MLS is not for me. It's really not for me. Do you know why? They don't take themselves very seriously in terms of, we turned up to watch this game of footy and it was 45 minutes late, the kickoff. I think it was a 3 o'clock kickoff. Anyway, and we were running late because of the rain and stuff in Vancouver. And so we jumped in a cab and everything else. He's like, oh, don't worry, it won't start on time. I was like, what do you mean it won't start? He said, no, it never starts on time. It's the MLS. I was like, okay. First warning sign for me. If you're telling me that something starts at 3 o'clock and it starts at 45 minutes late, nah, that's not right for me. So you're not taking yourself very seriously. I therefore can't take you very seriously. Not only did we have to have the American national anthem, because we were in Canada and they play in the MLS, we had to have the Canadian national anthem. Totally cool. Do it before 3 o'clock. No problem. If you know you're going to do this, just do it before 3 o'clock. The game kickoff time should be the game kickoff time. And then they played fucking adverts on the big screen in the Kiss Me cam. And I'm sure the lights went down at one point. And after about 20 minutes, I was like, this is not for me. I was trying to go. And then people were like, no, don't go. I was like, I can't. This is just shit. You can't put adverts on with sound when there's a footy match going on. Like, no, it's not for me. Anyway, I got convinced to stay. So I decided to do the Bobby Firmino chant. And because we were with a big group of Liverpool supporters, there ended up being like 200 of us doing the Bobby Firmino chant at a Seattle Sounders versus Vancouver Whitecaps derby. And we were allowed a section of the crowd, and it was absolutely fantastic. And I enjoyed it from then onwards. But yeah, no, it's fine. So, would you go to a baseball game? Ezra, Chris, if you're ever in Chicago, you should go to a Cubs game. I'm not a huge baseball fan, but one of the coolest experiences. I absolutely would. I used to be into baseball like 20 years ago, maybe, something like that. I used to watch quite a bit of it when it was on Channel 4. Don't know whether it still is or it isn't, but it felt like it just never ended. And you have to say, there's a lot of late nights if you want to be a baseball fan in England, and it was just a little bit too much for me. Did go and see the Mets when we were in New York one time, which is great. So yeah, I would absolutely go to that, and it's just the vibe's different. It's not like I think this is the thing that I think I had to learn about American sports, is that like it's just not as intense as like being a footy fan, where like you have to watch every single second of it. People just mill around, go and grab some scran, miss a bit of the game. It's a bit more of like, felt to me anyway, whether I'm right or wrong here, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong if you're from America or whatever, or Canada. It's more of a social sort of activity rather than like we fucking live and die this in front of us, which I feel like football is over here. Have you ever watched hurling? Yes, I've watched hurling, and I've got quite into hurling at points during the Olympics as well, because why the hell not? So that Mets game, EJB 3605, there was a hat-trick in it. It was the year after Liverpool won the Champions League, or the summer after Liverpool won the Champions League, so yeah, 18, 19. So it was the summer of 19. It would have been July, and there would have been a hat-trick from somebody. It was quite a famous game. That was the Mets game that I went to anyway. But I'll be honest with you, me and Paul got a little bit bored and walked out when the fella was on 2, and then heard everyone scream. So that's it. As an American, that's true, and that's why I love footy instead. Cool. There you go. Yeah, you know what? This is... Ice hockey's the most intense. Yeah. Yes, maybe I should watch more of that. That's cool. Baseball is awful, but being at a game is a lot of fun. So it turns out that none of you wanted to talk about Liverpool, but that's fine. Oh shit. No, sorry, I've got confused there. That's curling, not hurling. My bad. I'm going to get a little bit confused there. But we'll move on anyway. And Dan Tubman says, hi Chris and all at Redmen TV. Woohoo! Thank you very much. Hurling is the Irish one, isn't it? Yeah, I know all about hurling. I've not ever watched any of it. And yes, I used to do this a lot. But now I don't. Because I'm a dad. I'm 43 years old. I've been realising I haven't been a dad for more than a quarter of my life, which is a bit mad. Because I feel like I'm still 20 in my head. And I still act about that age, I've been told, at times as well. How do you think Øyvind Leonardsen will spend this Christmas? First off, big fan of Øyvind Leonardsen. Loved him when he played at us. Loved him, really did. Fantastic player. How do I think he spends his time at Christmas? I feel like chopping wood is a big part of his Christmas. Yeah, I feel like that's the way. Thank you very much, Vanessa. Much appreciated. The chat is now fully turned around. You obviously started off, you're so pissed off about the air fryer thing. But now we're all on board. We're all talking sports. We're all talking footy. We're all talking hurling, curling. Doesn't matter. You can do both after a night out, can't you? You can do a little bit of hurling and a little bit of curling, depending on how your night's gone. Big Sig Inga Bjornaby back in footy. Gotta love a little bit of Stig Inga Bjornaby. Do you think Stig Inga Bjornaby listens to Radiohead? Nah, don't think so. I feel like he's a Metallica kind of guy, Stig. Like he just, like if they had big headphones back in the day, instead of the metal strip ones with the tiny little things there, like the airplane ones, the shit airplane ones, not the good airplane ones that you get. Stig Inga would be fully on board with a little bit of, Masters of Puppets or something like that, maybe? Yeah, I feel like it. Chris hates air fryers like Dan hates Frimpong. As I say, I was just joking. I've got an air fryer. Just a small oven. Sound. It's no problem whatsoever. I use it to cook the kids' breakfast every morning because then I don't burn it because it turns off. It's really handy. It's great, actually. Bonjour, Nika PD. Bonjour. 14 minutes. 13 minutes till kickoff. Do you have any celeb lookalikes? Yes, I do. Would you like to find a picture? Would you like me to find a picture of my celeb lookalike for you? Okay. Here we go. I've got one for you. Just bear with us 1 second. We'll get there. We're going now. We're nearly there. Right? We're nearly there. Ready? Found it. Can we go to my screen? That's my celeb lookalike. So there we go. And on that bombshell, Steve's coming back in very, very shortly. So, yeah, here's a little clip from the Uncensored Match build-up show, and then Steve and Jamie will be with you right until after kickoff. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.
Let's talk Spurs, Luke. They just don't seem to be having a good time at the moment. Like, everyone feels a little bit fed up around Tottenham is the sense you're getting for them. It's probably the home form. You know, when you win 2 of 8 Premier League games, that is going to make everybody just feel a bit miserable. You know, when you're good at home and poor on the road, I think it's a bit of a flip. But actually, Tottenham are a much better away team than home team. It just feels like there's an air of negativity. They're having, in terms of the league, obviously a bit of a better season last year. They were terrible. They're only just average this year, but it just doesn't feel like the feel-good factors around Tottenham at the moment.
Yeah, especially, I mean, we know just exactly how it feels, don't we, when you don't win your own games, you know what I mean? You do feel absolutely crap, and that sort of carries and it alludes sort of into the stadium, and it gives us sort of, I wouldn't say eerie, because that sounds like it's sort of scary Tottenham, you know what I mean? But it's this like empty atmosphere sometimes, I feel, especially if you're going like a goal down, stuff like that. It's not a nice place to be. I think with Tottenham, really, it's like sort of, when you think to Ange Postecoglou, it was sort of like they weren't getting the results, but the place was always bouncing because they were playing that mad attacking football. And I think there was a period of time where they could see the vision, and then eventually they were just sort of like, this isn't going to work, and they get lucky, they win that Europa League final, and it sort of ends on a high for Ange, even though he loses his job anyway. But because they were playing that sort of front foot football, you could probably see through the results a bit, and they were all like loads of goals, you know what I mean? Sort of like, what was our result there? 6-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was always a real goal fest, where under Frank, they're finding it quite difficult. I mean, I watched the Villa game the other week, and I feel like that was quite telling, because I thought like they got the ball into wide areas, they had space to operate in, and they just didn't do nothing. It was like they weren't committing enough men forward. So you can see where maybe the frustration lies within that. But yeah, it's a bit, I think they just want to kick on, don't they? They've changed the manager. They thought, right, we're going to kick on. Frank's, you know, he's a bit more of an analytics guy, and he's seen as a bit more of a data man. And it hasn't quite clicked just yet.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Yeah, I'm sure he's had a great time with Chris, chatting about lookalikes and air fryers. Jamie and I are here now. We'll be guiding you through the entirety of Spurs vs Liverpool kick-off in just over 10 minutes time. Thanks all of you for joining us so far. If you don't mind, I would like to ask you to do us a quick favour and just hit the like button on the stream right now. From what I can see, there are about 1,800 views live now. I'm sure that'll go up as the game kicks off. Only 362 likes, so that isn't enough. Those maths ain't mathsing, is what my good friend Errol would say if he was here. How would you put that? The maths ain't mathsing?
Yeah, about one in 6. So five out of 6 of you are essentially failing us. So you want to have a long, hard look at yourself.
There you go. Absolutely get that one done.
There you go.
While you're looking at yourselves, fill your boots. I have got 3 Redmen Legend prize draws to do. Yeah, we haven't had too many YouTube shows recently. I did 2 yesterday, got 3 today. So the first prize we're going to be giving away is one of our Redmen Shankly's best t-shirts. Joking, there we go. One of those on its way to you. Available in a wide range of colours. My personal favourite is the French Navy, if I'm honest. But there's plenty going there. So we're going to give that away right now. So I'm going to head over to the wheel of names. There we go. So let's have a see who's won one of those Shankly's best t-shirts. One of our wonderful Redmen Legend subscribers. Thank you and well done to Base D B-L-E-R. Base D Could
be Base D flat L-E-R if they're a bass player.
There you go. So your
little D flat finger, a little D flat.
Absolutely. No one is ever against fingering the D flat. Second prize, another Redmen shirt then, our House of Redmen tees. Again, this is a fantastic one. I think this one looks best in white actually, but again, we'll let you choose the colour. So head on over to the wheel again. Let's go again. Congratulations. Thank you for being a Legend subscriber and well done to Anglo Tyarola. I mean, that's a mouthful. Anglo Tyarola. I'm going to go with that one. Congratulations, my friend. Thanks for subscribing as a Redmen legend. And finally, we're going to give away this. That is Dreams and Songs to Sing by Alan McDougall. A great book all about the history of Liverpool. It's fabulous, and I'm sure you'll love it. It's on the back, people such as John Foote and John Pearman have given it positive reviews. There you go. So yeah, well done. One more time, one more draw. Let's spin the wheel. One more go. There we go. I'll email you very, very shortly. Mr. or Mrs. Spider Pig, a nice name. So well done, Spider Pig. The book's on its way to you. Thank you, everyone, for being a Redmen Plus subscriber. As a legend, you're the best. There are still 5 more prizes to give away. On Monday, we're giving away a shirt signed by a Liverpool legendary winger. I mean, Stuart Downer. But then, just after Christmas Day, that shirt will be up for grabs, signed by King Kenny and by Bruce Grobber. So it's still time for you to get involved. And thank you for everyone who supports us by being a Redmen Plus subscriber. You're the reason we can do all of this and bring everyone in. So thank you very much indeed. Right, Jay, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling quite good, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. About the match and in general.
Just life?
Just life, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy for you, but that was a tee up about the game, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, I had a tricky couple of weeks there. I had a car crash.
You did, yeah.
You know, there was there's a few bits and bobs going on, but I'm back. The Reds are back. Keep it, strike while the iron's hot. It's an opportunity today to beat a bit of a floundering Spurs side. You've predicted goals. I was just having a little listen to the radio in the car. There's loads of goals in this fixture. I think that might be where my prediction's heading. Actually, I mean, I think I'm going to predict a game I don't want to see. I want to see a nice, controlled, early goal for Liverpool. Their fans start kicking off. Maybe a second or a third in the second half. I'm not sure this Reds are going to deliver, but maybe if we are truly back, then we'll just swat Spurs aside today. But I'm feeling positive, yeah. And I think we can get a result today.
No, absolutely. Fingers crossed we can. Yeah, Liverpool looking to get themselves back in and around the Champions League places to start towards. That happens today at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The Reds facing off against Spurs. Both teams, I can just see there, heading towards the tunnel. One more time then. Team news, Liverpool, one change from last week with Joe Gomez out, of course, injured, Conor Bradley back. So it's Alisson, Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk and Kerkez. That's your back four and your keeper. Midfield will be Jones, McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai and Wirtz, depending on where he plays. And then up front, of course, is the man in form, Hugo Ekitike. There's the ball. There you go. Thanks, Dave. For Spurs, then, it's Vicario in goal. Porro, Romero, Van der Ven and Spence make up their back four. Their midfield will be Bentancur and Gray. Probably Bergvall in front of them. It'll be Xavi Simons and Mo Kudos either side of Kolo Muani up front. So they are both teams. Right then, score predictions, let us know, of course, right now in the live chat. Let us know where you're watching from, of course, as well. I'd love to know where you're joining us from today on the stream. Yeah, if you want to give us your score predictions, please do so. It really would be interesting for me to know exactly where everyone watches from. I do like the fact that sometimes we can have someone in California and someone in Tokyo at the exact same time, and literally in different days. I look forward to hearing where you're all watching, such as Water TRL9, who is going for 2-0, watching from Washington, DC.
We're back from Hawaii, aren't we?
We had to go to Hawaii last week. This game's on TV in the UK, so we're good. Thank you, by the way. I did notice the comments, and I am not too vain to bring them up. I definitely saw a couple of comments about my beard. I think Defo gave me a shout out there, and someone else. There you go. Look at that. I found it. Simon Cook says great beards there. I do appreciate it. Absolutely, it's coming on great. Weight loss and more weight lost, more hair on my face gained.
I was thinking that last week. Yeah, but I didn't want to, give you too much of a big head. But I think
ironically, my head's getting thinner as well.
There you go. No, I've noticed, Steve. You're looking good. I think that colour suits you.
Well, I'll be honest. The shirt, I've wore this on a couple of watch-alongs and we've won recently.
Oh, well, there you
go.
So
I've decided today. I spoke to my son about this actually. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Do we believe in lucky shirts?" And he was like, "Well, why wouldn't you try it? Because if you don't wear it and you lose, you're going to blame yourself." So I wore it a while ago against Burnley. Definitely wore it in the Brighton game. So yeah, until Liverpool lose a game, I'll be wearing this shirt on all the watch along. So hopefully, I'll be wearing it for the entirety of the rest of the year.
We've won 100% of the games where I've missed a goal.
Yeah,
I will. Yeah. If I miss a goal again today, then we're definitely on to a winner.
No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Jay didn't celebrate too quick at TK second last week because he thought it hit the side netting. Vanessa's watching us from Plymouth. Social Cyclops says, I'm watching. It's going to be 2-1 to Liverpool. I'm watching from San Diego. I told you people will be watching in California. Herectic, what is it? Says 3-0 from Florida. Rachel's in Cheshire going for a 5-0. Paul, I think it's Paul Ramon, is in Belfast and going for 2-1 to the Reds.
Yesterday was the anniversary of the 5-0 where Villas-Boas got sacks. So another 5.
Is that where Flanagan scored?
Even Flanagan scores.
I remember the tweet. Yeah, we've got Jay Pint is going 2-1 to the Reds from Toronto. Paul is in Dublin, he's in Vancouver. He's from Dublin originally, going for 3-1. Craig is watching for the Philippines early in the morning, going for 2-1. Another Canadian, shout out Canada, 3-2. Another Vancouver. Go meet each other. Paul, Vic, when we go and say hello. You aren't far away from each other, I don't think. Anyway, I mean, Vancouver and Vancouver Island could be so far away. I know Canada's massive, but it feels like you're pretty close. Alison is in France. MCH is in Cyprus. Yeah, Missouri for Chris, who's going for a 3-1 as well. Cyan is in India, going for a 2-0. Connor is in Tenerife, 3-2. Los Angeles again from Mark. Bangkok. Yeah, we've got people all over the world. Even Johan's in Utah. We've got DJ Fears in Niagara Falls on us. They've got people all over the world. The Reds are everywhere, including Lancashire for Michael. Colorado for Carl. Yeah, people all over the place. There is Randolph Colo Moani. He is leading the line for Spurs. That goals in the Premier League is 0 does me in. Because I always think that should be a good thing, but then he's due one. So I never know how to feel when the other team striker hasn't scored a goal, because it's either he's crap or he's due one. There's Dom Sobo on our screen as well. I'm glad that he's back. He had a little bit of a knock last week. He was excellent at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last year, by the way. He ran rings round Spurs, just strode through their open spaces like a knife through butter. Hopefully the Reds will be asking the same from him today as well. Yeah, right then. Phil is a Scouser in Spain. Binto Thomas, 5-1 to Liverpool, watching us from Ireland. Tim is in Greensboro, NC, going for a 2-1, as well as the Spurs players huddle up. Yeah, Gary Neville's on the Sky commentary, so do yourselves a favour, press mute on him and listen to us, because he's a dick, and we're only slightly less of dicks. So it's the lesser
slightly.
I mean, no, massively to be fair, because he's the ultimate whopper, that fella. So yeah, mute your telly, sync up. There'll be a clock above my pointy head right there that'll match up with our commentary. Sync it up, go live, and we've got you covered. And we are underway. Tottenham kick off then, as it goes right back to the keeper, who's going to absolutely launch it, which might be a preview of how things are going to go in this game if Tottenham are going to go aerial. But Curtis Jones hooks that one away. It does look like Liverpool have got Florian Wirtz and Alexis McAllister. It's almost Christmas tree like this formation to start off the game, almost like 4-3-2-1. Obviously, that might just be with the ball in the air. We'll wait and see as Tottenham go for the big switch again. But he should be easily covered by Connor Bradley. And he just he kicks it clear. But yeah, it does look a bit Christmas tree formation. A nice festive time of year, Jay. It feels like that could be on the go, yeah?
Yeah, it looks to be almost like pulling out to the right there. Jones, almost like a kind of left at the base.
Yeah. And there's Sobo, nice link up with Florian Wirtz, who's just going to be given a free roll, isn't he?
Already drifted over.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of what he's in the team for.
John's asked where's Errol. Firstly, Errol doesn't really do the away watch-alongs, but Errol is actually at this game. So that's where Errol is. It's usually Chris and Paul on the away games. Chris was actually meant to be on the watch-along, to be honest, but he was feeling a little bit under the weather with his voice, so I filled in. It was going to be Chris and Jamie originally. Paul is away visiting family for the holiday, so that's where everyone is. Chloe's at the match as well, so there's everyone. If you don't know where Dan is, could be anywhere. I don't know, is the honest answer for that one. But there's your Red Men update anyway. As Anya says there, get those likes up. 1,000 equals a Liverpool goal.
Yep.
Anya's got us spot on. As Liverpool attack down the left-hand side,
Kirker's on the outside.
Kirker's, yeah, got an overlapping run and someone passed it to him. Shock horror. The cross was easily blocked though. I think he was come back from an offside position for the rebound. But yeah, you're right. That was Kirker's made the run down the line and someone kicked it to him. He only had one man in the box though. That was the problem.
Yeah, it was always going to be tricky to when there was just one man in there to find the head of Ekitike, but promising sign maybe if they can, because that's what I want to see. I want to see some of those crosses that we saw last season for Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's his strength for sure, Jay. You're not wrong. As Tottenham will play off in the back, then it'll be interesting to see, like I say, if this direct thing was just an early ploy, but that felt like a bit more tight down the middle as well. To Bergvall, he's going to take a little run, but Florian Wirtz is going to track him back, and Liverpool win it back with again Kirkers, and maybe can launch a counter. I think Sobbo tried to find Macher, was it to launch? Oh, sorry, Curtis to find Macher, but didn't quite get there. It felt like the ball over the top might have been on for Ekitike, but he didn't do it, and Tottenham have just again they have gone long this time. Kanate wins a header. Obviously, he'll know Kolo Muani quite well. So no real surprises there. Right then, Spence dispossesses Hugo Ekitike, and Hugo Ekitike takes a whack in the face, but the ref's going to let play continue for now, which is interesting. And Tottenham come and attack. Xavi Simons out wide, first chance for Mo Kudos to get involved in the game. Cross comes in. Oh, nice little block with a little scorpion block almost by Curtis Jones, and now the ref stops the game. So what if he's got a head injury?
You've got to stop it then,
it should have been stopped straight away. What was he waiting for?
Let's just have a little look at this. I didn't think there was loads in it.
He does what? He does catch him.
It's a little bit of a flick, isn't it? Yeah.
He does catch him.
That's the... you know what I mean? Yeah.
He does catch him.
Kind of one you maybe get a foul for that in Europe, but...
He definitely should have stopped the game. It was a definite head injury. I'm surprised the referee didn't stop the game straight away. What was interesting there is Xavi Simons kind of drifted into a number 10 role. So again, they might have a bit of a fluidity in terms of their attack as well. So a few moments while Hugo Ekitike, I think he should be fine. He took a bit of a whack in the face, but all should be fine there. It was an interesting block by Curtis Jones, like a little scorpion.
Yeah, it's nice.
Just got his leg up in a good position.
We can't do Mo Salah watch this week, so we're doing Isak watch. How annoyed is Isak on the bench?
He's definitely took a whack on his nose. Speaking of the Christmas tree formation, we've got Rudolph up front at the moment too. His nose is bright red, where he took a little bit of a, and I don't think it was deliberate by any point from Jed Spence, but he definitely caught him. The ref definitely should have stopped that game. You've seen it. You've seen games stop for less, but anyway, I think that's what Kanate is asking. Why didn't you stop the game straight away? But Liverpool have the ball back. We're down to 10 men for a moment, as Alisson Becker kicks it wide left to Milos Kerkez. He gives it away poorly though, and Spurs will look to counter into that space. Here's Simon Jerry's Devo playing more of a number 10. Ball into the box. It's a bit of a scramble. It's a shot and it's wide. It was blocked in the end. I think it was Kolo Muani. Conor Bradley made a bit of a mess of his header. I think he got back to block it though, Jay. But yeah, Conor Bradley needs to do better there. He gets himself in a right angle.
Potentially he's unsighted, but it does fall to him, and I don't really. Yeah,
he just heads
it straight to get rid
of
it, but he heads it right into the ground in front of him.
Yeah, he hit Archie Gray in the back. Basically, fell to Conor Bradley. To be fair to Bradley, he recovered well with a good block. And Tottenham are going to use Bergvall's long throw. Yeah, Kerkez guilty of giving the ball away, and then not ideal at the back post on Bradley, so Liverpool's two fullbacks involved. Throw in is the loop into the box. It wasn't like with any great pace, but Liverpool easily dealt with it and got away with one there. Conor Bradley tried to take on Simmons, nearly lost it, and thankfully went out for a throw in though. That was it was a longish throw, but it was more like up and under than anything. I know they've got Dango usually who can absolutely web them in there. Obviously he's not in the team. Say Danzo rather, not in the team.
Yeah, it didn't have that flat kind of bullet trajectory.
Those loopy ones, a defender should be comfortable dealing with them, really.
You'd think between Van Dijk and Kanate, but it's fair enough tactic for Frank to employ because his old club, Brentford, obviously they've got the master there in Coyote.
Got some good joy out of it as well against us. Tottenham just hoofed that one long. Liverpool, we hoping it goes for a goal kick, and it does. And yeah, Liverpool back to the 11 anyway now with Hugo Ekitike back on the pitch. I mean, that can't be right. There's no way you want to... So, Jennifer says, my cat's first watch along, which is interesting. Hugh Hefner and Paris Hilton. Get a hello. There's no way your cats are called Hugh Hefner and Paris Hilton. I'm not having that.
It's
at
possible.
All. You never know.
It's possible.
I got a DM a few weeks ago saying there was someone whose cat watches my voice on the watch along, likes my voice on the watch alongs, gets pays attention, and then if any of the other presenters talk, doesn't pay attention. Someone did say that to me. I don't know if that means I've got a squeaky cat's voice, but
maybe it could be something.
Maybe I'm a cat whisperer.
I was going to say, some if this doesn't work out for you, Steve, some kind of cat therapist.
Gonna be a pussy whisperer, maybe.
I wasn't thinking those lines, but there you go.
Could be there. Yeah, I did get that DM actually a few weeks ago. Right then, Liverpool have the ball at the back with Virgil van Dijk. No real press coming from the Tottenham attackers. Yeah. Simmons isn't playing wide at all. He's playing very narrow, almost as a second striker. So that initial team news, it looks more 4-4-2 if anything for Tottenham than perhaps the 4-5-4-2-3-1 that we thought. Originally, most graphics are there, Xavi Simmons on the left, but he's definitely playing central. Almost like a two up front, like I say. Right then, Liverpool go direct, poor ball. Though, can they pick up the second? It's a bit of a battle. No, they can't. Bentancur can. And Porro plays a good ball down the line. It was actually well read. In the end,
they've not really got the foot on the ball so far. Liverpool have they?
Both teams really. It's been scrappy. 8 minutes, not much in terms of anything. Both teams trying to just figure each other out. Tottenham are defo playing almost like a 4-4-2, 4-3, whatever you want to call it. Very narrow is what Spurs are without the ball. Kanate goes long, looking for Ekitike. It's a good ball. The bounce kind of gives the defender a favour.
Get up.
But Liverpool are going to play on as Ekitike gets back to his feet and then goes down to the ground again. Kind of threw on the floor twice there. First by Romero and then by Spence. Yes, Romero wanted the foul. Don't think it was. Don't think Ekitike fouled him at all.
He backs into him, but it's good strength as far as I'm concerned. I just thought that if that had just fallen a bit nicer for Hugo there, he could have maybe squared it or got a shot off.
Yeah, the bounce didn't do him any favours.
I don't mind him engaging Romero. As I said in the pre-match, he loves the red card. Romero, if we can get him wound up.
It was a good ball by Kanate actually, just a bounce.
Yeah,
Liverpool won it back early though. Ekitike goes into the box. I just couldn't quite get there as it fell through to Vicario. Again, I think it was Romero with some good defending. Tottenham very nearly gifted one to Ekitike from their own throw-in. It went a stray back pass. That's twice now. Romero's just probably got the better of Ekitike. Well, actually, say that the first one was probably an even battle, but yeah, Ekitike looks sharp, Jay, as we've in the last last minute or so.
Absolutely, yeah. He's 2 braces in a row. I'd love to make it 3 or even a hat trick, but yeah. I didn't give my score prediction. I've gone 3-2 Liverpool.
I said 3-1 yesterday.
Yeah, so I think if Liverpool are going to score 3 today, you'd expect Ekitike to be on the score sheet.
Yeah. Right then, Liverpool at the back then with Kanate in the right back position. Plays it down the line to Conor Bradley. It was a poor ball, really.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go, did he?
He had Jed Spence up his backside and right to the touchline in the end, throwing. Wasn't a good ball up by Ibu at all. Tottenham go back to Vicario, don't. Right, Romero going to be pressed by Curtis Jones. Goes back to his goal. He just kicks it long. Can Kanate win his header? He does. Can Liverpool pick up the second? No, Van der Ven can get there first, but he heads it out. That'll do. Throw in to Liverpool. Halfway inside the Spurs, half. Well, now it's not. They've gone all the way back with the throw in, back to Kanate. He's just the one you don't really want too much of on the ball, I think it's fair to say. Gravenberch drifting to take it off him. Jones, like I say, Curtis loves this game, this formation. He just allows him to go where he wants. Yeah. Plays a nice ball down the line, through the line rather to Alexis. He gives it away. He might get lucky though with the rebound. He does. And Liverpool have got possession back. That was a bit... He telegraphed that pass Alexis. He might as well have wrote a letter telling the defender where that was going to go. Very slow. Very deliberate, but ultimately no harm done. Curtis tries to play another good ball through the lines and does. That's better. As Vert spreads it wide to Conor Bradley, Liverpool have got men in the box. Bradley goes for the cross, bounces through everyone. Kirkes should get there at the back post and keep it alive. Crosses low, but easily cleared by Bentancur. There was no one there.
No, was that not a foul?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Kudus jumps high into the sky with Alexis. Didn't think it was a foul, did Kudus, but Liverpool, and more importantly, the referee did. And the referee is telling his captain to calm down, Kudus. That's a foul.
That's a foul.
What's he arguing for?
Yeah. Sometimes you get a bit of a, you know, the ref's trying to let the play go, but that was a clear foul. It was a bit of a barge. Romero getting a talking to. I want to see him wound up. I mean, maybe not when he goes through someone, because I don't want any of our lads getting injured, but
he's prone for that, isn't he? For a little round. Are my songs working? Don't know. Someone's asked me. Don't worry, Joe. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
There's a song. Nice one. Right then, free kick. Sobo is going to whip in from Liverpool's left, so it's going to be an in-swinger. Kanate, Van Dijk, Ekatike, the height in there. Have Liverpool got a set-piece goal in them again?
Highest line, nobody in the penalty area.
It's a very high line for Tottenham. Yeah, Liverpool ball comes in, Van Dijk gets up! Straight off Vicario though. It was very far out. That was the only thing there. That would be difficult to score from there. I mean, that's another foul, surely. Yeah, Spurs are giving another foul away. How was he arguing again? Yeah, Sobo, the free kick taker was fouled again. It was a good contact by Virgil, but that's going to be tough to score from that distance. The Spurs high line did its job, I think, there, Jay.
Yeah, to get that it's hard to get loads of power with that kind of delivery. It would have had to be right in the corner.
He's almost facing back. It's like a backwards header almost on Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Reminiscent of Andy Carroll against Everton all those years ago, where he kind of had to, but he was much further out. This is actually a better position, this next free kick. Yeah. Spurs have to defend their own 6-yard box with this one. Yeah, so any flick from here, and it could be a goal. If you can find Virgil's head again, he'll probably score from this angle, because this is a much better position for Szoboszlai. And it goes it's hard and low for some reason. Tottenham clear again. That was a poor free kick. And Spurs can look to break on the counter with Kudus. That was a poor free kick.
Yeah, terrible.
Tottenham advanced men forward now.
Szoboszlai trying to atone for his error by sprinting across there.
Yeah. And now Tottenham have got possession and Liverpool got everyone back now. That was a poor ball.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
just need to do the same again.
Yeah.
Needs to find He went for like a low-driven one, but it was straight at the first man almost. I think if he'd have found a similar free kick, that would have been really difficult to defend with the angle, but Sobo was 1 for 2 on set pieces then, let's say. He found Virgil with the harder one and maybe messed the slightly easier one up, and Tottenham have a bit of control possession. Liverpool are very deep here without the ball. Almost a back five with Gravenberch filling in at centre-half here as Tottenham with Romero advance. It's almost like a low block this from the Reds. Don't see this too often. Tottenham go wide, trying to break through said low block. Kudus against Kekes goes down his line. Cross is going to come in. That is going to be a goal kick. I think it was Colo Moana. I think, to be fair, Liverpool dealt with that pretty well. That was interesting that the Reds were a proper low block there.
Yeah, just
like 3 centre-backs, Gravenberch filling in.
They had to stream back after that poor free kick by Szoboszlai, but yeah, they really set themselves and dug in a little bit there.
Yeah, Liverpool, Gravenberch went into a back five. Virch dropped into midfield, and it was a 5-4-1 effectively. Liverpool's goal kick is wasted and goes straight through to Vicario. That was interesting from the Reds. Something relatively new. Like Liverpool were quite happy to just sit in the shape. Spurs went wide, and actually, to be fair, Kanate seemed in complete control of that situation as Kolmani headed wide. And Spurs just...
Jones pressing highest again there. As you just pointed out, he does appear to be all over the place in a good way. He's picking up the ball off the centre-backs, and then he was leading the press there.
Yeah, as Tottenham just pressed into it. It was a poor ball. I think he just gave it away for a throw-in. And Liverpool can have comfortable possession with Gravenberch. He thought about going long, didn't. And Liverpool go back to Alisson. He will be pressed as he passes it wide to Kanate. I don't know why I did that. I tried to look around the graphic.
I did as well.
The ball's gone long up towards Sobo. Second ball. Go on, Reds. Plenty of men forward. It's a poor ball by Szoboszlai. And now Kudus can counter-attack Spurs. We've got men over here. Liverpool need to get back. That was such a poor pass from Dom. Liverpool were in such a good position. They have plenty of men in that attack, and Sobo played a very, very, very poor ball. And Tottenham have it back on the halfway line. To be fair to Liverpool, they got numbers back, Jay, but that's twice there. Sobo's played a couple of really poor balls in bad areas.
Yeah, you don't expect it from him. You know he's got quality, or chance maybe for
Spurs have sent Bentancur forward. Jerry's Spurs in a crossing position, perhaps on the left. Virgil van Dijk's gone over there to battle with Mo Kudus. Can't stop the cross though. Headed down and away to the edge of the box. It's a sliced volley by I think it was Avi Simmons. It ends up going all the way back to his left back, which is an interesting volley. But Spurs at least keep hold of the ball for them. Right then, Liverpool again with everyone behind the ball. Curtis Jones goes to engage, but Tottenham are just comfortable knocking it around. Liverpool have got, very much in a low block again with Gravenberch slopping back into that third centre-back role without the ball. Happy to draw Spurs on, which makes you think maybe they're trying to sit deep and counter-attack. I don't know. Can Spurs play through is what Liverpool are asking them. If they want anyone to do it, it'll be him, Avi Simmons, but for now they're content to try and play slowly. And Liverpool are quite happy to just sit in here. Avi Simmons, he goes wide right to Kudus. He'll look to beat his man and get a cross in, you would think. No, plays it back again to Xavi. Back to Kudus. Nice work from Spurs, and then they've kind of lost all momentum and the ball's gone out of place. A poor pass again. They've done that a couple of times now. But yeah, Liverpool are very, very comfortable to just sit behind this one, Jay, which is interesting. You don't really see that from us.
No.
But when Tottenham have got the ball, Liverpool are quite happy to just go, try and break this down.
Yeah, you don't often see it from Liverpool. I mean, I suppose we're the away team, so, the onus shouldn't necessarily be on us to do the majority of the attacking. Maybe Slot's trying to kind of get into Frank's head there, because Frank is supposed to be the one who's a more kind of defensively focused manager.
Yeah.
But I think last week when Liverpool were 2-0 up, we were having some chances on the break, and I said to you, do you fancy us sitting back and hitting us on the counter? And you said, I don't think we're good enough, so I'm not sure whether I like it at 0-0 rather than 2-0 up.
Maybe it's an indictment of Spurs, what Liverpool think of Spurs. Can we just, I'm not sure you can play through this, lads, give it a go. But if they are going to do it, you're going to have to get closer a little bit, I think, to Xavi Simmons, because he can hurt you in those positions. It was just really that Mo Kudus played a poor pass. But yeah, Liverpool aren't pressing really, as Romero plays it long, and it's a good ball into Bergvall, and this is where they can be dangerous as Jed Spence goes up against Conor Bradley. Bradley does very well. And Jed Spence is adjudged to a foul. He was a foul, he threw him on the floor. For a second, my heart was in my mouth. I thought Conor had been caught and was going to give a penalty away, but he turns the afterburners on, Jay. Yeah,
he had to make the right interception there, and he did.
Was it a foul in the end? Soft, but...
Yeah...
I think the momentum of Conor Bradley almost took him down a bit, because Thomas Frank didn't like that decision.
No, he doesn't. It's not like he pulls him down by the shirt. I think he's backing into him there, Bradley, but he certainly dealt with it.
Right down. Liverpool give the ball away again. Liverpool are not, the last few minutes have not really kept hold of the ball at all.
No.
Now Tottenham aren't really hurting them.
That's the second ball that's been fizzed into Bradley, who's had nowhere to go, and he's tried to flick it round the corner, and it's not worked.
Spurs throwing down the line. Canate wins that one. Should be a Liverpool ball, and is. Yeah, you're right. Liverpool's use of the ball has been great. I think that was a soft one by the referee on Bradley, but I think it's one refs always give. Defender just goes down, and they're always too scared, so in case someone scores, they'll always blow that one up.
Yeah, once the defender gets their body in the way,
tend to get the foul, don't you? Bradley did well originally, but I don't think he needs to go to ground. But again, if he was the referee foul, give the foul so as well. Bergvall has just run that out of play. Famously, last year in the League Cup, didn't give a... Remember the ball had gone out again against Costas? It was him who could have been sent off, and then he scored.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bergvall could have been sent off, and then he scored 2 minutes later. Near that same touchline. Both teams, sloppy, really.
Yeah, there hasn't been a great deal of quality on show so far. I think Spurs will be fairly encouraged with their start, given their poor home record. Kerker's trying to take it on the outside.
Right then, Liverpool go back to Virgil van Dijk. 20 minutes. It's been uneventful, really. 20 minutes. Neither side showing anything in terms of massive attacking threat. It's been a bit scrappy, to be honest.
We had a header on target from Van Dijk. And
that was the best opportunity, and that was a tough one, really. Yeah. No Spurs again, no press. They're just happy to sit back. So Ryan Gravenberch and Curtis Jones drifting into like the right back position, trying to just influence the game. It's almost stalemate this at this moment in time from both teams. Now again, it's whether you want Liverpool to a bit more oomph, or you think we're the away team, we'll try and draw this thing. I don't know, if I'm honest, but that's a better ball by Jones down the line. Can Grav get there first? He can't. It's Van der Ven who comes across. I mean, if anyone in the world's going to close you down with pace, it'll be him. Jamie said before, the fastest defender in the universe. He might just be that. He is rapid. But it's a good ball by Jones. Good idea.
Yeah, that's a bit more like it. That's what you get with someone with a bit of quality, a bit of vision. I just hope Jones can stay fit and stay playing as well as he has done, because he's been a key man in this midfield. He stepped up when McAllister was one of the star performers last year. It's been him this year.
Here's Conor Bragg then, right towards the byline, goes for a cross block, set piece of Liverpool, corner kick. Like I said, Sobbo found Virgil's head with a free kick. Obviously Liverpool scores from a corner from this side, will be at home. Now they don't have Mo Salah on the pitch to take it this week, but they do have Hugo Ekitike in the box. Spurs defensively have been excellent from set pieces. They only conceded twice all year, it says there, and Liverpool only scored 3. So it's a weak strength on weakness really for both sides. Liverpool hope to change that narrative. It's going to be Alexis on this one, out swinger, right, ball to the edge of the box, fired in towards Florian Wirtz. What was that? It was almost like a set piece, but it was a very odd one.
Yeah, I don't know if that's something they worked on.
It didn't work anyway, and Tottenham can counter. Liverpool need to get back. Oh, I'm surprised Bergwell went backwards there, but he did. Now Romero goes long, way too long. If the idea was to absolutely cannon it to Florian Wirtz's head, that's what we did.
It was accurate, but I don't really know what the idea was. Maybe Wirtz flick it on or something like that. I'm not sure. It wasn't a classic just sort of swing it in and look for the Van Dijk or the Canate header. Yeah.
It's a poor ball inside by Kirkes. Liverpool should get lucky with the bounce. Yeah, they do. Oh, get Gavin Virgil as well, actually. And Liverpool haven't got out of that potentially sticky situation. And there's Curtis Jones. Nice little ball from Virgil. Nice ball from Curtis. McAllister, Wirtz, Sobbo. This is a nice move from Liverpool. Bradley wide right. Liverpool advancing. Just forced a bit wide, but Liverpool have got men forward with Szoboszlai. Jones into the box. Back out though. Throw in, I think, is going to go Liverpool's way, and does. Just a couple of times at the last moment, things just not quite going for them there.
Yeah, that was the first move with any kind of real flow.
Yeah. Here's Gavin Baker on the turn. Gives it away though, and that's going to comfortably run out for a goal kick, I think. Yeah, it does. Liverpool at least trying to fire those forward balls now a little bit more, but not quite getting at it yet.
Yeah, there have been a few nice ones through the lines. Jones has done 1 or 2. So they haven't totally come off. Some have just been slightly overhit, but at least some better ideas, some probing passes from Liverpool as opposed to just passing it from side to side.
Yeah, Josh is here with QPR, interesting. I'm not seeing how Macker at the level anymore. He's a bit of a passenger out of possession and not great with it either. I think he's all right. He hasn't had this good season. He's in this role as Liverpool go and close the goalie down. It was Sobbo who's just forces Vicario to kick it straight out of play. I don't know if Vicario, he's been getting booed by something. On Macker, in this system, he's almost like I don't know what he's playing. He's like right side of a 10, but he isn't playing nowhere near his level. That's fair to say. Liverpool haven't really got any other options. If the manager wants to play this formation, all his midfielders are on the pitch really.
I know he's wearing 10, but I was a bit of a sceptic of him as deep, but I kind of grew into it. I think he's more of an 8 between those two lines.
I mean, he's not a 6. He's like he was playing originally, but I'm not sure he's exactly a number 10. But in this formation, that's kind of where he's asked to play, because Jones, Sobbo and Grav could do all the rotation behind him, and McAllister tries to get in behind Ekitike. As Liverpool just try and build a move from the back, although Konate's going to have to go back to his keeper. Alisson plays it down on a good ball. That Jones again, coming deep and spraying it long, just over it. Guess that all wrong. And it goes through to Vicario. Yeah. 25 minutes gone, a very uneventful first 25 minutes. It's worth mentioning, neither goalkeeper really tested. The only half chance was a difficult header of Virgil that headed straight at the said keeper. As Spurs try and play out from the back, Liverpool are going to try and press them. Spence with the little flick. Oh, he got out as well. It was brilliant little free kick, flick around the corner, and Archie Gray can go for the switch. Gets to Kudus. And here come Spurs. Kudus again, edge of the box, goes from miles out shot, straight at Kanate, but the lucky bounce falls to Jed Spence. It's a lovely little flip by him to start the move off.
I think it might have nutmegged Szoboszlai there.
Yeah. Here's Xavi Simons from deep, be careful. Switches out wide to Porro. He'll look to cross. Good block by Kerkez. High up and under, back into the box though. Spence gets onto it. Heads of that goal from Moani straight at Alisson. That could have been a better chance than you. It's hard to see if he was onside. The flag didn't go up though. Oh, he's definitely onside. Probably should do better actually.
Yeah. It looked like a bit of a hit and hope cross from Porro.
It was, yeah.
It actually turned into quite a good ball in the end.
I don't know how Liverpool give the ball there because I was watching a replay of the game, but Spurs have got it back. Right then, here's Spence again. Up against Conor Bradley, drifts inside, goes for the cross, good header away by Kanate. Wirtz goes down the line looking for Ekitike, does well and wins a foul.
That's a foul, yeah.
Good centre forward play there. You're right, it wasn't like an amazing Tottenham move, but the up and under cross from Porro caused a few issues.
They managed to isolate Bradley with Gravenberch was back in there. There was a chance for Moani.
If he just nods that into the corner, Alisson's got no chance.
If you've got, you know, you mentioned Andy Carroll before. Andy Carroll's burying that, you think, or an Alan Shearer or somebody like that is burying that there.
Wasn't a good header at all. Animadi says, first super chat here, need to get Ekitike on the ball a bit more. We look a wee bit erratic with presses. Ekitike can help with the sharpness. Yeah, Liverpool haven't really found much of Ekitike ball to feet.
We had a few little inroads early on in the first 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, not much since. It's all trying to go build through the lines rather than fire into Ekitike. Bradley goes back to Sobo, back to Gravenberch, who's playing almost as a centre-back there. Ibu went for a little mad run, so Grab filled in.
Yeah.
Didn't pass him, obviously, because why would you?
Ibu on the overlap there on the right-hand side.
Yeah. One attempt each then from both teams. Not much in terms of goal mouth action, let's put it that way. That was the best chance, though. Spurs probably should be winning.
Well done. Oh.
Right then, Spurs win it back and we'll maybe look to counter. I mean, again,
Terrible
poor
ball.
from Xavi. Both teams really lacking a bit of quality.
Yeah.
It's been scruffy to say the least.
Yeah, Spurs have been 2 or 3 occasions where they just passed it straight out of play.
Yeah, both managers will be thinking there's a real lack of quality in this first, almost half an hour now. I think Liverpool will be happier at 0-0, but yeah, both teams are just a bit underwhelming, which kind of half explains both teams' seasons, really.
Oh. Should be a booking, you'd think.
Virgil's just took a nasty whack in the back of his ankle. Just from nowhere, really. Just completely needless. I don't know if he slipped the lad or did he do him, but I think it was Xavi who just went through the back of Virgil's ankle there. I hope Virgil's okay. Just a nothing challenge, that. That's naughty, that.
Is that on the...
Right on the calf. Why isn't that a red card? Are you allowed to do that?
Little rake down the Achilles.
Stood into the Achilles for no reason. That's a nasty one, that. He's been booked.
Instinctively, I don't think this will get overturned, but he doesn't
I don't
look
think
like he's going for the ball. It's
just naughty, that.
Yeah.
That's a naughty one from Xavi Simons. I think you've got to check that.
Yeah.
It is being checked as well. That's naughty
Yeah.
from Xavi Simons. He just rakes his studs right down Virgil's calf for no reason. He's nowhere near the ball. And they're definitely checking this. They're having a good look at this one.
Virgil was kind of shielding it. I think he just got fed up.
It's a bit like what Andy Gordon did, except Andy Gordon ran from miles where Xavi was right up against him. But that's a nasty one, that. I think that's a red card, me. Are we still checking it? I think we are. Thomas Frank's in discussion with Anthony Taylor, the fourth official.
Looks a bit agitated.
Yeah, they look nervous. It's still being checked.
Is this going to get
He's going to the screen, yeah. Oof. The referee's going to go to the screen. I would not be surprised if Xavi Simons is sent off here, Jay. That's a needless naughty challenge. Referee has gone to the screen. Oh, it's naughty, you know.
The ball's well gone.
He's nowhere near the ball.
Yeah.
Ball's gone. That's a red card for me.
What's he trying to do?
It's a red card. You can't. It's dangerous.
What's he trying to do other than hurt the opponent there?
That's a nasty one. I think he's off. I think he's going to go.
It's quite
It's
high.
reckless. It's nasty. It's right down the calf. Yeah, it's right down the. Mate, that's an Achilles snapper. That.
Yeah.
Virgil's lucky not to be seriously hurt. Right then, referee is making his way back onto the pitch. He's going to send them off, Jay. He's going to send them off.
We can't hear what he's saying, but it looks very much like it.
Yeah, he's off.
He's gone.
Off he goes. I don't think there can be any complaints. I know I don't know if he's actually trying to do Virgil van Dijk, but he's trying to just clip his heels a little bit, and he gets it wrong, Xavi Simons, and it's nasty.
Yeah.
It's high up the calf. Thomas Frank doesn't like the decision. I think it's a fair decision. I think it's a naughty challenge. The ball, you can't say. I've just seen Thomas Frank mouth the ball. He ain't going for the ball.
No.
The ball was miles away.
He doesn't try and get hook his left foot round to win the ball. It's almost like he's fed up with Virgil shielding it, and he goes, I'm just going to let you know I'm here. I'm going to leave one on you.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was going to be overturned, but the more you look at it, the more you think, well, it's just totally needless. Such a stupid sending off for Simmons there and for Spurs.
Yeah, and Spurs down to 10 men.
And I was saying a Liverpool early goal could create a bad atmosphere. Let's hope this does, although maybe they'll be thinking the world's against them now and they're going to try and back their team. But
yeah, back on the way then, Spurs down to 10, Liverpool go long. Let's see what Thomas Frank does with his team. For now, Liverpool will have the extra man.
I was going to say,
Kirk has just been wiped out there as well. And Tottenham are getting very angry now. I would be furious if that was my player who gets sent off for that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do him, fucking do him. You know what I mean? There's a little rake down the back of the calf. It's a bad challenge by Xavi Simons. And then that's a foul. Like, what are you arguing about? He stands right on his foot. Tottenham are not happy with is it John Brooks, that ref? They're not happy with him, but he's out. I've just seen Jay Harris here from The Athletic saying Xavi clearly slips. Did he? I think it's a red card. Anyway, back on the way. Liverpool's free kick is wasted without Gravenberch, fouls, Colin Moani. I'm amazed there's people saying that wasn't a red card. It was clear as day for me.
Yeah, I'm almost surprised because, I mean, after last week's the studs in the midriff challenge from Gomez, they're the ones that I'm not trying to get all conspiratorial, but you know, even when Liverpool win the game and you go, hang on, why wasn't that a red card? I'm surprised it got overturned, but actually, the more you saw it, it just looked. It was. I'm like you. I would be fuming if I was Thomas Frank.
He wasn't. They're saying they're unhappy with the decision. I think it's a stonewall. I'd be fuming at my player for that one.
Yeah,
because
that's why.
He's not looking at the ball.
Not fuming at the ref. I'd be fuming at the player.
Right then, Mo Kudus on the ball. Though Spurs with 10 can still carry a threat. Into the box they go. Liverpool should get there. They do, but Kudus keeps hold of it though. He's regains it. And now he's given it away. Can Liverpool with Curtis Jones get out from their own corner flag effectively? Throw in, so they'll be fine with that one.
It'll be interesting to see how Liverpool react to this now, because they were set in quite a lot when Spurs had the ball. They were happy to get men behind the ball.
It's going to be 4-3-1 for Tottenham now. That's what they're going to be playing a long time with 10. Liverpool needs to stretch the play now. This formation isn't actually suited to playing against 10 because you want to get wide. So I would be asking my midfielders, Wirtz and Sobbo, to get wide as they can now. Stretch this big pitch.
Kirkes ignored again. Justice for Kirkes.
Get Kirkes and Bradley involved in the attacks as well. You're going to have to stretch Tottenham now. I would be furious at one of my players. I'll go back to it again. Just needless. You're not even looking at the ball. Right down the back of the calf. It's a bad challenge.
And it wasn't like they'd had a few comings together and they
just out of nowhere.
A bit of bad blood or anything. Yeah,
I think sometimes you think, I was just going to give a little sneaky free kick where you just clip on the heels, get him on the floor, but got it wrong. As Liverpool on the attack then with Florian Wirtz, spins, shoots, good save by Vicario. Good turn and shot out of nowhere from Vert. And yeah, good save by the keeper.
First bit of real quality there. Lovely ball through the lines. Great spin there from Vert.
You're right, Gravenberch's little spin and pass. Vert's touch was fantastic, but actually a good low save from Vicario. But there will be space now for Liverpool to play those type of passes. Here's Vert again, into the box again. Gets there again, across the goal. Ekitike, it cannoned to him via the defender, and that's why he wasn't set. And already, Jay, if you're going to give Florian Vert space, he might do this to you. He's had a good little few minutes there.
This is what he's been brought in for, you know, the can opener, the safe cracker in situations like this. Even if a team's got 11 men, that produce that bit of quality that, you know, a team are sitting in, but they just can't defend against it. But yeah, good signs for Vert.
Yeah, like to be the pass back cannon of Archie Gray just hit Ekitike before he could do anything about it. Went out for a goal kick, but yeah, twice now Liverpool got Florian Vert in the play, and he's going to stay. If I'm him now, that's what I'm going to be. Trying to find that space. Right then, Spurs win the bouncing ball back with Porro. He's going to be asked to drive up his line, but he's just going to kick it long and ask Moani to go and chase it. Moani's got in behind. Alisson does well to bail out his defender, and Alisson does well again. Brilliant by Alisson, because it wasn't brilliant by Ibu there. Don't know why he let that bounce. Thankfully, Alisson was alive. I mean, I was thinking, oh my God, penalty when the ball came towards him. Come on, lads. That's the kind of thing against 10. Switch on. Like, don't be giving them. Thankfully, Alisson was alive. It was not good from Konate.
One of the catchphrases of the season, unfortunately.
Just the reins. Yeah, just let
was
it.
Not good from
never
Konate.
let the ball bounce.
It was a bit of a nothing ball. It was a hopeful ball forward.
Just let it bounce, and then Alisson was alive. My heart was in my mouth when I saw him racing towards the player. I was thinking penalty, but thankfully not. And Liverpool get the ball up towards the Spurs half, and we might see a lot around here now. Here's Gravenberch. Right then, into Vert, round the corner. Liverpool, nice play by Jones. Didn't give it to Kirkes, should have. Just don't pass to him, do they? No. Now they do. Good ball by Grav to Kirkes, fires it across. Cleared by Spence, no one in there.
No.
I can't. Bounce of a ball in the air, he goes Liverpool's way. But Romero clears.
Kirk maybe had time to take a touch there and let people arrive, but...
Yeah. Ekitike coming back from an offside position. Alisson did really well here. Going to see a replay of this because it's just a hopeful ball by Porro. Konate, it's really poor. And it was really good by Ali. He wins that one and he can't pick the second one up because he's going to be out of his box, so he just gets a little toe to it. Because there's two positions there where he could easily give a penalty. But he does just about enough with the second one because he doesn't hold it. And it just gets there ahead of Kudus.
A little drop of the shoulder, actually, isn't it? Brilliant from Alisson. Yeah, I think Konate's thinking, I'll just physically deal with the man rather than deal with the ball. And then, but he doesn't force Moani wide enough so that he can't get the ball up against Alisson.
Yeah. Liverpool win a free kick that he take quickly. Bradley was far. That's the best way to go. Just run.
Yeah.
Keep running. Kirk has had acres of space. Why has he stopped?
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded a little run from Wirtz there into the left wing position.
Liverpool still got the ball comfortably, but I think Kirk has. The space is there. Use it. Tottenham are so narrow in this formation. The space is going to be wide.
Yeah.
Van Dijk recognises that and gives it to Kirk. Kirk has to Virgil. Van Dijk to Vert. Down the line to Kirkes. Kirkes across goal, block corner. It was Mo Kudus getting back to defend. I mean, Virgil's getting booed by the Spurs fans for having his Achilles and almost snapped.
Having the temerity to be really badly fouled when he was doing nothing wrong to Simmons at all. We need a better quality delivery from Szoboszlai here. His first delivery was quite decent, and then his second one was awful from a free kick.
Yeah, Liverpool with a corner.
Love a cheap goal here before half time.
Corner kick then. In swinger, that'll be Sobo taking, is it?
Yeah.
In swinger, deep into the box. Vicario, good punch away. Tottenham might look to counter here. They've got a lot of pace in their team. That's definitely something they have got. Kudus goes long. It's Vert tracking back. He hasn't got there though. Go over. Cross comes in. Oh, and everyone missed that one. Who ducked? It's a brilliant run. Is it Porro? And cross. It's a brilliant ball. Van Dijk completely out the game up for the corner. Wirtz doesn't stop the cross. Gravenberch, I mean, who ducks? McAllister
ducks out of the way, yeah.
Nearly fell to Jed Spence, but I mean, to be fair to Porro, we absolutely rocketed that one in. Tottenham will have pace on the break, I'll be careful. Liverpool will have to press the man advantage home, of course.
Let's not make that. Oh, he's doing it now, yeah.
McAllister turns. Jones, Bradley. Jones, good run. Little dummy, doesn't quite get there. Bradley gets there. Connor Bradley, Curtis Jones. Oh, corner. He was looking for Ekatike. Who's Romero on about? He's fuming at someone. He's about the ref again. There was no foul. Yeah. Liverpool taking the corner quickly. So Bosley drifts all the way back through. Liverpool still alive with Kerkez. And Wirtz. We don't need to be crossing too much, boys. Let's play some footy. Wirtz again. Ekatike's out the box, which is interesting. There he is. What's he doing there? You're the centre forward. His ball was poor as well. Can Spurs counter with Bergval?
No. There, well done.
Can they counter now, though? They might. Conor Bradley's got a chase on.
Man over if he can get it across.
Brilliant by Conor Bradley. Great block by Conor Bradley. Because you're right, Tottenham had meant sprinting forward. They do have pace on the break. Fantastic block by Bradley to stop. I think Bergval was looking for Moani. Spurs do have that. Liverpool will have to be careful.
It's got more open, which I know you think seems obvious given Spurs have gone one down, but I thought he'll get them all sat deep in.
No, he's not doing that at all.
Offside.
Right then, free kick to Liverpool for the offside. It's interesting here from the wall, because watch this. Bergval is running through, and look on the other side, Moani is going to be in. Thankfully, Bradley's block was great. Like, Sobbo might have got back, but there's no guarantees. It's a fantastic block by Conor Bradley.
Yeah, on his left foot, or left thigh rather. Yeah, it was the right ball from Bergval.
It'll be interesting to see how Slot change if he does decide. This might be an opportunity to get Isak on that two up front against 10. Now you've got to be wary of Spurs on the break, but you might not need all these midfielders now. Or can you get some pace on the pitch with Rio perhaps? I mean, again, that'll be a bold one, but.
Yeah, when you I think I thought actually Rio, but
I wouldn't hate two up front.
He's not good. I doubt Rio's going to be the first substitute on.
You could get Alexander Isak on maybe and go two up front against 10, as Liverpool try and play down the left with Kerkez, but Kudus gets back. Liverpool win it back though, do they? Yeah, well they do. Brilliant. Here is Wirtz, spins it to Sobbo, back to Wirtz. Better from Liverpool to be quicker. But Conor Bradley's touch is poor. And Jed Spence can get it, and he is lightning quick. He'll just try and sprint as far as he can. Keeps going. He'll keep going. He's got all the way to the box.
Never a foul.
Never a foul. If anything, he's injured, Conor Bradley. Spence went down. It didn't look a foul. Two men down. Liverpool are going to play on now.
Carry on, yeah.
Here's Gravenberch to Maka.
Make the ref stop the play. Don't just kick it out.
Unless Connor's really badly injured, but...
Soberslai's, I think, encouraging them to put it out.
Liverpool won't. No, don't. We'll play on. Is Conor Bradley hurt? He must be, because Liverpool are now going to play it out. Conor Bradley's down and stayed down. Oh, Conor, we had the fucking ball.
I was going to say, in a way, you better not be injured, because Liverpool had the ball.
Him and Curtis Jones nearly. It's who collided. It's never a penalty. It's never a foul.
He actually stands on Jones's foot there.
Yeah. Conor Bradley's injured though, he is hurt. Yeah. I mean, Liverpool cannot afford. I mean, they do have Jeremy Frimpong on the bench.
His hamstring there.
You have to. I mean, you just get to half time and see what you do. Don't think you really want to be making many changes, do you?
No, and given that you're only allowed to make subs in 3 blocks. Yeah. The whole thing about the slip, I think that your man from the Athletic there, he slips after he's done the rake and then kind of comes across him with his right foot. That's not what the foul was given for. The foul was given for the rake down the... I was going to say they're Dutch international teammates, aren't they?
They know each other, and there was a bit of an apology.
Yeah.
I don't see why Tottenham are arguing about that. I mean, Jed Sprint started to die for a penalty, I'd say. Yeah, but it's injured. Conor Bradley's down.
Still down.
He kind of collided with Curtis Jones. They're going to test his ankle, but I think, unless he can't walk, maybe you try and wait till half time. They've only got 10 anyway.
Exactly. If you do 10 against 10 for a couple of minutes. It's not a good sign. No,
it's been down for a while, Conor Bradley, hasn't it?
Good sign.
Liverpool do have Jeremy Frimpong back on the bench if they need to make that change.
I mean, you'd like to think he's fully fit if he's on the bench, but given...
It looks like it's an ankle issue maybe for Conor. Again, that might be one where you might be able to just get through to half time and see how he goes. You don't really want to use one of your substitution slots if you don't have to at this point.
He's not had the best of luck with injuries either, has he, Bradley, unfortunately?
No. And again, that might be a change you make at some point anyway, if you want to add pace into the game. But for now...
from a tactical point of view, like we're all crying out for a bit of width here. If you can get Frimpong bombing down that right-hand side, that might add a new dimension to Liverpool's attacking.
Anyway, game back underway, 10 against 10 for a moment. Sobbo will fill in at right back while Conor Bradley's off the pitch. It's at 3 minutes at a time, but we played, most of them were spent with Conor Bradley on the floor, so Liverpool will be playing probably more towards the 50th minute than the 48th.
It could end up, if Bradley goes off for half time, Szoboszlai right back and Isak on, if you want to go more attacking.
Yeah, so it's certainly there for them if they want to. For now, here's Kerkez. Gravenberg here. It is still, Conor Bradley still isn't back on, so he is clearly getting some treatment. Canate, here's Szoboszlai playing as that right back for now. O'Connor is back on, but he's moving a little bit gingerly. They want to give the ball to him? No. Maybe, yeah, here he is. Let's see how he is with that. He seems okay, I guess. McAllister down the line for Ekatike. Went for the flick, didn't quite get through to Szoboszlai. Good idea. Tottenham with Archie Gray can look to clear. They don't though. It's blocked. Spence gets a second bite at it, goes to his keeper. Defo go and press him. Because that's why. He's just kicked it straight up into the air. Bradley wins it. Oh, Tottenham are going to get away with it though. Lucky bounce again. And they've given it away again, have they? Yeah, throw into the pool.
Yeah, his kicking's been poor, Vicario. If you can get him under pressure, might be another marginal gain for Liverpool if they can force a mistake.
Liverpool, then it. Vert, Jones. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be in this half because we're past those 3 minutes because, like I say, Conor Bradley was injured for a fair while there, so my guess is he'll be playing towards the 50th, but we'll wait and see. For now, though, Jones, Ekatike, Jones, through the lines, good effort, didn't quite get to McAllister. Right idea, I think. Liverpool need to play the ball forwards with a bit of venom against a very narrow Spurs. Van Dijk long to Vert, wins a throw-in off Porro. Right, then throw in that Kerkez will take. Don't know how long's left in this half, but we'll wait and see. Might be one more attack as Curtis Jones plays it inside to McAllister, spins, goes for a shot from distance. Going to have a corner to finish the game? Finish the half? I mean, the Spurs fans argued, I mean, that had to be a corner, surely. No, don't take it short.
Yeah.
Get the ball in the box, please.
They're kicking off about the extra time, but there was 3 minutes, and then he was on the ground for a good 2 or 3 minutes there, Bradley, so this probably should be the last action of the half.
Corner then for Liverpool to end the half. Szoboszlai whips it in. Goes all the way through to the back post. Fit! Blocked by Bentancur. Still we play on. Bergvall is fouled though. That might be half time. No. Ironic cheers from the Spurs fans. That is half time. Then the referees are getting booed. Obviously, the biggest moment of the half is Xavi Simons sent off after the VAR review. Went right down the back of Virgil van Dijk's calf. 0-0 though in a game of very few chances, Jay. Obviously, things you'd hope against 10 will open up at some point. It's never easy, of course, and Spurs do have pace. I would say a first half, really a little bit of a lack of quality from both teams. There hasn't been much in terms of attacks. Actually, Spurs with Kolo Muani had the best chance again. Came from a bit of a scrappy move. Just a bit of a, like I say, a game lacking in quality, really, that one.
Yeah, low on quality. Liverpool have had one or two moves where there's been a few little flicks. There's been that quicker tempo of passing, which has been a bit more encouraging, but in the main, they've struggled to get Ekitike in the game. Spurs have, of course, Liverpool some problems. I think Spencer's been good down their left-hand side. There haven't really been any clear-cut chances. Yeah, Kolo Muani had the best chance, but even that wasn't really carved out through a massive amount of quality. It was kind of a hopeful whip over by Porro, and it was flicked on to Kolo Muani. Stupid decision by Xavi Simons to get himself sent off. Liverpool have come into the game. I think Vert has come into the game a bit more since the red card. He had that lovely turn and shot where he did a kind of a roulette turn in one movement and got the shot off. So yeah, we were both expecting goals. There hasn't been goals. I feel like maybe Slot from the setup, maybe not quite the full Inter Milan setup, because I don't think Spurs are the same level of quality, but I think he was maybe going for more of a classic away performance of try and keep things tight, maybe nick one on the break or whatever. But now, yeah, Liverpool are going to have another 45 minutes with a man advantage. Hopefully they can make that count. I thought once Spurs went one down, right, that'll be it. 10 men behind the ball. Let's hold out till half time. But that's actually not been the case. The game's been more open since then. And Spurs, to their credit, have tried to come at Liverpool even with 10 men. But yeah, not a feast of football.
No, it's poor from both teams, really. What I would say, Liverpool have a team that is designed at this moment in time to be narrow and play through the lines. I don't think you need that against... Well, you don't need that against 10. If I'm the manager, I'm seriously considering changes. Whether that's in personnel or formation. You could easily go to a 4-3-3 here and try and get Wirtz and Sobbo really wide. You could absolutely get Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak up together and have a front two and almost go 4-4-2. The issue with that, of course, like again, there's no width in that.
No.
That's where the difference can lie. So we'll see if the manager does anything, if he wants to do anything. We'll see how Conor Bradley's ankle is as well. Like I say, in terms of attacking options on the bench, Isak, Chiesa, Ngamoa. It's actually defensively, Liverpool haven't really got too many options. So they've got the players are there for him if he chooses to use it. I think, like I say, Liverpool relatively calm in control, but not creating too much. They've had 2 shots on target. The one of which, of course, was the main one was Virgil's header, which again is optimistic. Really, Virtus is the better chance of the lot that Liverpool fashioned almost straight away after the red card. But yeah, not too much in terms of everything. But like I say, it's there. I mean, it's hard to play with 10 for what he got sent off in the 33rd minute. They've just played 17 minutes with him there. They're going to have to play 45 minutes again in the second half at least without. So there's therefore on a big pitch as well. The threat will be, actually, is that Liverpool can get caught on the counter, because what Spurs have shown, Kudus and Spence in particular, are rapid, especially Spence. And you obviously, when you're playing against 10, you have to go and push, you have to go for it. But Spurs, that is the one thing they do possess. They've got a quick team. So that's just something Liverpool might have to be a little bit mindful of. But like I say, against 10, you've got to go and push for a win now. Absolutely,
yeah. They do have to be mindful, because Bradley cut out a crossfield ball by Bergvall. I think it was Muani was bombing on over the other side trying to get there. So they can break at pace. They've got that pace in their team anyway, even with 11 men. Yeah, it's interesting to see how Liverpool are going to respond to this. We don't know if Bradley's going to come out for the second half. Like you were saying about the width, I mean, I like a bit of width even if you're playing against 11. I noticed after the red card, there was a situation where Bradley was kind of in line with the edge of the 18-yard box. Szoboszlai's cut it inside and think, well, you've got a whole flank there with just nobody in it. Spurs want you to funnel inside because they can get everybody behind the ball. maybe it would require a change of personnel. Maybe we need to see Frimpong bombing on down the left-hand side. Same with Kerkers on the other side. We've kind of, it's been a bit of a running joke that no one's passed to him, but he's had 1 or 2 opportunities down the outside. There's been times when he's got it. I want Wirtz to pull wide. I know Wirtz isn't necessarily a trained left winger by trade, but he can beat people. He can do a lot on that left-hand side. If Wirtz goes over there, it pulls people out, it creates spaces. I agree. Get the ball wide. They want the games to be funneled inside because they can try and deal with it. We're just having another look at the red card here.
Yeah. See Jamie Redknapp and Daniel Sturridge discussion on Sky. What I would do, actually, I would make one change at half-time. And it's something that I have actually been adamantly against for a long time recently, but I think I'm taking Conor Bradley off and I'm putting Szoboszlai at right back.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing Isak on. Because I like Conor Bradley, and I think of all our, he's decent in the final third, but he's not brilliant, and I think Sobbo can be brilliant. So I think I will go 2 up front. I would ask Szoboszlai to go and play at right back and almost go 4-4-2. And then asking Szoboszlai to get up and involved in the attack as well. I think that's what I would do. The other option, of course, Frimpong, if I thought he had 45 minutes in him, he's definitely an option to add that bit of pace, but I just don't know. I think that's a risk to ask him to chase Jed Spence up and down, and with the back of that hamstring injury. So I think I will go Isak on for Bradley and move Sobbo. Would you do anything? I know you mentioned Rio before as a wild card.
Well, when you said about making changes, he was the first person that came into my mind. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I don't think he's ever going to be the first person off the bench. I'd like to see Frimpong, but I agree with you. We don't know what situation. We don't want him to come on again and then get injured after 10 minutes, or because he's had muscle injuries. We don't want to aggravate them. If we did bring a midfielder, Bradley off, and then go one fewer in midfield, the way Spurs are going to hurt us is going to be on the break anyway. They're not going to play through us. We don't need that extra man to plug spaces.
They've only got 3 in midfield, so we could match that. We could even go forward.
You could get hit on the break with a 5-man midfield, nominally a 5-man. You could get hit on the break whatever formation you're playing. So if we've got a bit less control, or a bit less in terms of plugging gaps in the centre of the park, I don't mind that. Could be a day for Isak. He hasn't really been very involved, but that West Ham goal shows if he gets a sniff of a chance, if you get him on, if he can do something like that again, that's the quality that we paid all that money for. Somebody like Wirtz can find him. Wirtz can beat a man. If it's I'm not really a huge XG man, but it could be a low XG chance that Isak gets and he snaffles it up first time of asking, then that'll be him starting to repay his massive price tag. I agree with you. I'd like to see a bit more width. I'd like to see a bit more width. Get Kerkers involved. Get Wirtz pulling left. I would probably go Frimpong, but we just can't be sure on his fitness. So I would understand if he doesn't come on at half time.
Right then, let us know during this quick break. Would you do anything different at half time? Any changes would you like to see Arne Slot make? Liverpool now again get a full 45 minutes against 10 men Tottenham. They can't go again. They're not going to go gung ho because they will. But there's a little bit of threat from Spurs on the break. So I don't think playing 2 centre halves and piling everyone forward is the way for sure. But there's definitely an opportunity for Liverpool to go and get 3 points, 3 valuably. Much needed points as well. Right then, we are going to take said quick break. Let us know throughout the course of what changes you make, and me and Jay will be back after these quick messages.
Wow, Christmas is just around the corner. We are in the final furlong here, and we have given away so many incredible prizes to our Red Men Plus subscribers, from pin badges and books to signed Liverpool goodies as well. We've got one more week to go, one more week of prizes. If you head to redmenplus.com, sign up as a Legend tier subscriber, you will get your name in the draw for this. It is a Rome 84 European Cup final replica shirt signed by King Kenny Dalglish and Brucey Grobbelaar as well. Old Spaghetti Legs has signed this, a genuinely phenomenal prize that will be getting given away on Christmas Day, and you can get yourself in the draw as well as for the prizes this week as well by heading to redmenplus.com, signing up as a Legend Tier subscriber. So not only will you get our amazing festive content and an incredible streaming service full of content relating to Liverpool as well, but yes, so many amazing prizes that could end up under your tree this Christmas. Hope you win. Fingers crossed for you.
We've uncovered a host of Liverpool legends that we believe are owed medals from seasons in the past. It startled me, some of the people we're discussing here, because you just don't expect it.
Jan Mulvey, what a pass for the football.
He made the game look easy.
Couldn't bring into the team, he was one of the best teams the club's ever had. Going back to the group I was with, Sammy Lee was the one who made it into the first team, but he had to get ahead of Jimmy Case.
Sammy just was so in the infancy of his career.
Although it was frustrating, I knew even when the time come, then I'd be ready.
Phil Neal, the most decorated Liverpool player of all time.
Dad liked him and Liverpool signed him.
The chief scout, he said to me, I went home and told Bob Paisley, go and buy him now.
I don't think anyone can speak about David Fairclough without saying super sub.
Part of the conversation I had with Bob Paisley while I was away seemed to intimate that perhaps they were tiring a little bit of me.
Gary Gillespie was huge.
Tasked with the job of breaking up Adam Hansen and Mark Lawrence.
Ronnie Rocket. He just took the league by storm.
No one was going to knock him off the ball. Battering ram who could go through defenders.
Now it's about getting the Liverpool legends. You've just heard all about the medals. They were never officially awarded.
Welcome back. Yeah, it's just a 3 minutes or so. I'm going to fix my chair. There's no way of doing that smoothly, so I'm just going to do it until the start of the second half. The general consensus throughout the chat, I think Liverpool probably are, between all you lot in the live chat who were going absolutely bonkers for no reason, like losing your shit. It's not that bad, relax. It's not great, but it's not that bad just yet. I think in terms of the changes, I think a few people say McAllister off for a forward. A few people have said the same, like maybe you could do that as well. We'll wait and see how we go. But I think Liverpool look probably a forward short. Now, I have no issue, by the way, of going away to Tottenham with a team like the 11 we pick, going, we're going to just, battle work, we're going to be solid and look. But now the game's changed now, they're down to 10J. Yeah. I think there's therefore something in being a bit more adventurous. And like I say, I would say there's one too many midfielders on the pitch currently, and then one few attackers. So you either make a change substitute-wise, or you push one of those midfielders into a more attacking position. Both of those are on the table, both those options.
Yeah, I think I'd be more inclined to make a change. I think you can see, I predicted goals. You were saying about goals before the game. Maybe Slots looked at it and gone, I don't want a basketball match here. I don't want a classic. I don't want a game where, anything can happen. And that's fair enough. Liverpool have kept it tight. Like we were saying in the build-up, they had those terrible results against PSV and Nottingham Forest, and they were shipping goals left, right and centre. That's been the thing that he's tried to fix in recent weeks with the dropping of Salah. He said, right, let's get tight. I know it's frustrating against Sunderland, but it's brought us good results. I mean, in the
sorry, Jay, to interrupt you. I do apologise. Chloe's just messaged me. She's in the stadium. It looks like Isak might be coming on, she said. So we'll wait and see if that comes true. But it looks Isak
insider info there.
Well, I mean, there's like 60,000 people seeing him warm up, I think. But yeah, for us anyway. Chloe's just messaged saying it looks like Isak might be getting ready. So that would be a good. I would fully endorse that change, maybe sooner rather than later. Yeah. So sorry to interrupt you, but would you be supportive of Isak coming on if that's what it is? There he is actually on the screen.
He is. Yeah, we're just seeing him warm up, getting a bit of a sprint in there.
Let me thank Chloe for the message.
Yeah, I want to see him involved. I know he's one of those strikers who can. We were talking last week about touches on the ball, and it's always a stick that's used to beat a strike. I remember Louis van Gaal back in the day talking about. One of it, I think it was Mario Gomez for Bayern Munich, and he went, oh no, there was one game he only touched the ball 6 times, but he still scored. Liverpool haven't really had a strike like that. But if Isak's one of those players, and we know he can be, he can produce all different types of finishes, classy finishes, powerful finishes, first-time finishes, all that sort of thing. I'd still like to see him get involved. I don't really want to see him. He's been so peripheral in his brief appearances. But I say all that. If he has hardly any touches and then bags, then
me and Arne's lot just aren't bald. That isn't the only similarity we've got. We're not just both gorgeous, handsome, bald men. We think alike as well.
Yeah.
Alexander Isak on, Connor Bradley off.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if that. Oh, the game's on. Are we underway?
Yeah. I mean,
we're underway.
Instinctively,
Sky weren't even showing the game.
Yeah, Sky
we're underway.
ready. The Sky were having a little chat with Sturridge and Jamie Redknapp.
The pool got underway before they were still in the studio as the game kicked off.
Half of the Spurs fans don't seem to be back in their seats as well from the TV pictures.
And we are back playing. Hopefully that clock synced up. Joe done a decent enough job. They might have to change it by a second or two. Sky weren't even ready. They were talking in the studio when the game kicked off. Anyway, Liverpool have brought Alexander Isak on. Connor Bradley goes off. Sobo goes to right back. It'll be interesting whether that was a tactical or the Connor's ankle. We'll find out in due course, but I think that was the right decision. Liverpool were one attacker short. Right then, Kerkez crosses over everybody's head.
Not too
Here it
bad.
is. Yeah, Sobo will get that and keep it in there at the back post. Oh, sorry, at the back touch line, I should say. And we'll see how Liverpool go in terms of formation then. Are they going to...
Yeah.
I agree with the switch.
Verts has pulled wide left already.
And Ekatike is almost... It is 4-4-2.
Yeah.
Ekatike and Isak right up front. Here is Verts on that left. Drifting inside. Should give it to Kerkez. Chooses not to. Now he does. Back to Virgil. Yeah, two strikers is the way to go against this 10 men. That is for certain. Tottenham and everyone behind the ball. Gravenberch advances.
It's like Jones more on the right.
Sobo back to Curtis. Inside, nice little 1-2 with Ekatike. Patient from Liverpool, but will they cross it now with Szoboszlai? No, back to Hugo. Wouldn't mind him being in the box, to be honest, but he's played a nice ball to Curtis. Liverpool nice and neat. What are they going to make out this though? Szoboszlai does cross it. Easily away though by Ricky van der Ven. Although he's only just gone straight back to Szoboszlai, so there might be a lot of this. With Spurs being deep, although to be fair, they pressed a little bit now and goes all the way back to Alisson. Benson, of course, sprints after him. I mean, I'm not sure I'd want me DM doing that with him, but fair enough. Yeah, Liverpool have the ball comfortably with Ryan Gravenberch, and we can go again. Jones, again, he's going to be heavily influential, I think, in this game. Verts very wide on the left, down the line to Kerkez. Kerkez pulls it back. Cleared, though. Yeah, I think Verts, that is the exact right thing to do. Yeah. Get wide, stretch this pitch, two centre forwards on. It was actually a good ball to Kerkez. Kerkez went for the pullback, Jay, rather than the drive across goal. Oh, sorry, I have to come back to you because Liverpool played it again into the box. Here is Verts. Drops a shoulder back to McAllister. He can shoot. Blocked. Don't mind that. Van Dijk wins it. Liverpool keep it in with Verts again. Back to McAllister again. It's good this from Liverpool. Better intent anyway. Not exactly on the back foot. Spurs are very deep and very narrow. Can Verts pick a lock from the edge of the box? Poor that.
So poor.
Just gives it straight to Mo Kudus. Who can then win a throw-in.
Yeah, we're only 3 minutes in and Verts has already had 3 opportunities there where he's pulled wide left, which is what we were talking about in the half-time break.
It's on, actually.
I think that's going to be the way forward. Kerkez on the overlap, he found him, he pulled it back. I like those, if Kerkez is on the overlap, fire them in low. You can get own goals. It doesn't have to be pure quality. It doesn't have to be a brilliant finish from a Liverpool player. You just get a foot on it and it ends up going in.
Yeah. Right then, Liverpool have the ball back again. Tottenham give it back to us. Well, or Liverpool win it back with Virgil. He goes long, looking over the top. Can he find Ekatike? He can he? Spence battles with him. Spence does well again there, though, to be fair. Takes it off him and he will sprint forward. Didn't play Bergvall in there, Spence. He thought he might have been in as well if he did. Spurs happy to keep a bit of possession. Oh, Isak puts Romero under pressure. Gray's now under pressure from Ekatike. Tottenham have just about dealt with that situation okay. A couple of short passes there. All over Cardio, just absolutely webbed it straight back to us, you'd think.
his distribution today, he's just, I don't know if it's instruction, but he's just putting his foot through it every time, and he's barely found a Spurs player with a clearance.
Yeah. Gravenberch then finds Wirtz again wide left. His touch isn't great though. Leads him straight into Porro. Spurs might look to counter. No. That's twice now they've had half counter-attack opportunities and at the side of the turn them down. I'm not sure if they should be doing that really. Their only attacking threat you would think would be on that counter. But anyway, Bergvall goes long. Well, they should go long to Bergvall. He's done well. Kudus. Tottenham do have men forward here though, to be fair to them. Don't know exactly what they're going to do. Kudus has just stopped the game at walking pace here. Which is Tottenham fans aren't best pleased with that one.
I was going to say, yeah.
Just walking pace, really. He's trying to win a throw in or a corner or something. I mean, he's just give the ball away. Tottenham supporters are not happy with that, really. I know you got 10, but I don't think you can just stand with the ball with doing nothing.
No, it's a lot. You know, if you've got to show some attacking intent. I think if you've got an opportunity to, even with 10.
Thank you, by the way. We got to 1,000 likes. That's why we might score now. Here's Isak, left hand side, cuts inside, tries to find Ekitike, block, too easily blocked really. Kudus battles with Kerkez, who does okay, but it is a throw in to Tottenham. Spurs take the throw and Bentancur tries to play out. He should kick the ball straight back. Kanate's got a bit of a chase, but he should be fine. Yeah, Liverpool will be okay there. And can launch another attack, hopefully, again with Ryan Gravenberch halfway. He's got plenty of options. He should give it to McAllister. Didn't. He's looking for Wirtz, I guess. No. Kerkez, no. Tottenham again with everyone back. Liverpool are going to have to try and pick that lock. Jones to Szoboszlai, narrow. He thinks it inside. Easily cleared though by Romero. Colomuano then trying to launch some type of attack down the left for Tottenham. Here's Spence, good tackle by Konate. Bouncing ball though, Liverpool need to try and win it. Spence does that though. And Tottenham wants the far by on Spence, it wasn't given.
Gonna hate this ref.
He's not the most popular man, is he, in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? Liverpool can launch an attack though with Curtis. He's got Kerkez down his line. He goes to poor ball. Went for Isak. Didn't mind the option, but Curtis holds his head in his hands.
I see Spencer's gone for odd boots. Yeah. It looks he's gone to his boot manufacturer and said, you know, highlighters. Can I have the colour of 2 highlighters, please?
Wasn't a foul. Get up. Mike's throwing himself on the floor, does Jed Spence? Maybe because you got 2 odd boots on. If he had the two the same, he might still stay on his feet a little bit.
This is a bit.
Curtis Jones then plays.
I thought he might have line up a shot. This is how I expected the end of the first half to be. Spurs sitting in, Liverpool probing.
Maybe that's what they're doing now with Wirtz to Gravenberch. Wide to Szoboszlai. He's got Jones outside. Liverpool don't really want to cross it into all those big grocks in the middle, but they might have to. They do now. Sobo does cross it. Ekitike gets the volley. Doesn't quite work out. It might fall to Wirtz. Does. Can he work his way out of something? He wins himself a corner. That was half a chance for Ekitike. The ball was in the air for ages. He got his volley all wrong, no, Jay?
Yeah, it was one of those where from the angle you couldn't tell that it was going to drop to Ekitike. Yeah. He eventually got there. It would have been a tricky one on his left-hand side first time. Wirtz, it looked to be good control by Wirtz, which is kind of what you expect, and he's ball to corner.
Yeah, so Szoboszlai is going to go across and take it. Corner goes very deep. Liverpool keep it alive. Headed down to Curtis, a good touch. Fires it across goal. Bergvall blocks. McAllister wins it. Forced Isak on the edge of the box.
Wanted too long.
They want too long, yeah. Someone's gone down for the Reds there.
I think it was Isak.
Konate?
Yeah.
No, it's Isak.
Yeah.
He's been whacked on the knee. He's not happy.
Bit of
Liverpool aren't happy. Oh my God, are they going to... When we went down to 9 at this place, maybe they're going to do this. Is that what Liverpool are after?
Bit of a scrum there. It's almost...
Isak took a whack on the knee. He's not happy. Let's see the challenge. Where was it? It's Bentancur who clears the ball and then he does catch him on the knee. I don't think that's going to be.
I think it's just
because it's within the follow through. I think you get away with that one.
Yeah.
He's rightly injured though. I mean, he's rightly not happy with the challenge though, Isak.
It does catch him high. I don't know. Sometimes you see them and you can tell.
I think they were accusing Isak of trying to get Bentancur sent off. I think he just got whacked in the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing on. I don't think that's a red card. I think it was just a follow through with the.
Yeah, it's one of them where sometimes you do see that players will clear a ball and then leave something on. I don't think that was what he was trying to do there.
Liverpool back in the attack then. Kerkez fires across goal, headed clear by Gray. Van Dijk wins it back, but Kerkez should keep it in just about. Does. Nice from Liverpool. Nice from Liverpool. It's Wirtz. Cuts inside, across goal. Oh, just fired it too hard. I don't know if it was aiming for McAllister or what, but he rocketed it at him and he couldn't control it. I think he might have been going for some Szoboszlai further back, but
yeah.
Maybe Macha just got in the way and Tottenham have cleared and have got comfortable possession again. Oh, Spurs will give it away. Isak.
Man over.
Big chance for Wirtz.
Go on.
It's Isak! Goal! He's injured though. Isak has scored, but he's hurt at the same time. He's in some serious pain. Liverpool have scored the goal. Liverpool are winning 1-0, but Alexander Isak's knee, he is not feeling particularly great. They're winning. I mean, first of all, Liverpool are winning.
Yeah.
That's the good news. It's a brilliant... Romero just gives it away. Liverpool play a good move. Wirtz with a wonderful pass. It's a great finish from Isak. But then the collision with Van de Ven, he's injured himself in the process. But Liverpool do lead. It's Wirtz to Isak. It's the combination that we dreamed of all summer. Finally pays dividends. It's a wonderful pass. It's a wonderful finish. Hopefully Alexander Isak's all right. He went down in considerable pain. It's a good finish.
Brilliant. Quality. There was the man over there. It was Ekitike, actually. You could see Wirtz over on the left-hand side. It was the right ball. Panson on a mistake from Spurs. The clearance. Oh, this doesn't look good. Isak is still down.
He looked in some considerable pain as well, Isak.
He just can't catch a breath. What
Looks
a shame. He's just scored a really good goal.
How's your luck? Gee, I mean, he scores the opening goal. It's a wonderful goal. He's in some considerable pain there. You worry about knees. You worry about
over his face. He doesn't look happy, does he?
You worry about ACLs and MCLs and all that kind of stuff, don't you? That's what they'll be looking at now. Yeah, Liverpool are winning. It's worth mentioning, but Alexander Isak, unfortunately, just come on, scores the goal. He looks in some discomfort here. In the meantime, Spurs have just put Brennan Johnson on for Mo Kudos.
It's a weirdly sombre post-goal. We shut up straight away, didn't we?
Because you could see the pain in his face. It was poor by Romero, just wellied it straight into McAllister.
Yeah.
Isak does really well. Ekitike does well. Wirtz does brilliant. Isak does brilliant, but he's wiped out. He twists his knee, doesn't he?
I think it's almost like a bit of a scissor motion here.
It's Van de Ven flying in for the block. It's not a good challenge, actually.
No. It might be his ankle.
Ankle or knee twists.
There's a lot of...
He flies in there, Van de Ven.
But yeah, this isn't looking good.
He's going to go off, isn't he?
But Van de Ven's body weight as well, I think, is involved there, where your leg has got nowhere to go. He's hobbling.
Honestly, we've been waiting for Alexander Isak, and there's his moment, gets the goal, and he's injured in the process. I mean, the stretcher looked like a dead body.
I was going to say there's a cadaver.
Liverpool are going to make the change.
Jeremy Frimpong.
Now they got the goal. They're going to put Jeremy Frimpong on. That's a shame for Alexander Isak.
You can't have anything, can you?
The fact that he's walking, but you never know, do you? Because I remember Virgil van Dijk walked out of Anfield, walked out of Goodison.
I was just going to say, you said that last week about, I think it was Gomez, and I thought, no, when he got done by
Isak scores and now goes straight off to be replaced by Frimpong. Listen, the people in the chat saying that Isak's injury prone, like there's nothing injury prone about that one. He got absolutely wiped out after he scored the goal.
I mean, he's got a checkered history with injuries.
But them ones are just, that's not like a muscle pull, is it?
What can he do about that? He's got to get in there. He finishes. Van der Ven. Yeah. It's one of them where, because the goal goes in, you kind of don't look at the challenge, but Van der Ven is desperately flying in.
Yeah. Are you surprised that no Frimpong on, but he's still sticking with Szoboszlai right back, and Frimpong's going to play right wing, Jay?
Oh, interesting.
I thought there might have been a switch around there.
Yeah. Well, there was when we signed him, there was a lot of chat of, is Frimpong going to go to right wing when Salah's at AFCON? We're here now.
And he is.
And, yeah.
Oh, Liverpool might have won it back again. Oh, no. Romero this time makes up for the mistake. And it's going to be Frimpong. Is going to be
maybe in terms of his fitness, you know, there's a bit less of a burden of his right wing. You don't want him doing absolutely like the bleep test up and down the right wing all game when he's only just come back from injury himself.
That didn't look great for Isak, did it?
No.
I hope he's all right, but it didn't look. I mean, hopefully it's more ankle than knee. You hope, but he limped off. I mean, he turned the stretcher down, but you never know, man. It was just. It was a good finish, like, and that again, that was your luck, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's one of, you know. I mean, I don't want to speculate too much, but if that's 2 months or something, you wouldn't be surprised. You know, you're not expecting it to be. Oh, he's out for a week or 2 weeks. It looked serious.
Yeah, shame. Like I say, that isn't like a muscle pull where you think, oh, someone's injured, and like he got absolutely cleaned out, and his knee did get caught under the scissor motion of Van der Ven. Van der Ven's lucky at miss because it would have been a penalty. So he went in, I suppose, but I mean, never know. Anyway, Jones down the line looking for Kerkez, but Tottenham get back focus on the game anyway for now. It'll be interesting to see Tottenham's approach in this one. They brought Brennan Johnson on after the goal, so obviously the counter-attack will be there for them. Liverpool, I mean, I don't know if Bradley was an injury or a tactical change or a bit of both, but Liverpool have lost another player at least, maybe two.
Yeah.
Dropping like flies at the moment.
We are. I mean, as poor as our form has been until recent weeks, we are in the midst of a bit of an injury crisis here.
Yeah. They're going to get Gakpo and Endo back soon, but they did just lose. It looks like they lost Isak. We don't know with Gomez again. The manager suggested the other day it might not be as bad as first fear, but he's still out. Nice to have Frimpong back in the mix. But again, that might just be 1-for-1 for Connor, we'll see. Anyway, for Liverpool on the attack now for Ekitike. Drives into the box. It's hard to find Jones. Only find Archie Gray. And Tottenham do well actually to play out. Bergval's going to try and sprint forward. And now Tottenham just webbed it as far as they can.
It's Ekitike's first opportunity to really run it with somebody there, and he just pulled it back. It was a good ball by Jones.
Yeah, Jones fine. Here's the first time for Frimpong to have an attack maybe down the right. Frimpong, in he goes, driving into the box, still going. Bit rusty. I'll forgive him for one.
Yeah,
it's hard to try. That's his move. He runs directly into the box and then tries to get to the byline, but just overhit it. Thomas Frank in deep discussion about maybe other potential changes. We'll wait and see how that goes as we get there. But for now, Liverpool lead 1-0 at Spurs. Alexander Isak, what a goal. Unfortunately, just straight away got injured scoring the goal. But the Reds do lead. Right then, long ball forward by Tottenham. They've kept hold of it at the top as well. Chance for Mawani. Still going into the box. Mawani, back post. It loops onto the crossbar. Liverpool need to be careful. Spurs have still got there. That could have went anywhere. Spence from distance straight to Alisson. I don't know how that ends up hitting the bar. It was a strange one. I think Kerkez might have got the touch, Jay.
Yeah, did it get a deflection? It all opened up suddenly for Spurs here. Mawani took it wide.
Oh, it's a big deflection.
Wow. I mean, he has to make the block here because it would have been really unlucky for him if it had gone in.
He isn't even shooting. He's going for the cross. He's looking for Johnson at the back post. It nearly comes down to him. Cannons off the bar instead. Kerkez actually done well to get the block. It was just a little bit A, unlucky, or B, lucky that it entered the crossbar. But anyway, here come Liverpool on the attack with Frimpong. Needs a pass.
An option, yeah.
Szoboszlai.
Hold on.
Liverpool around the corner to Ekatike into the box. It's very narrow.
It's in there, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't think we need to be that narrow now, boys. We can get that wide, I think. That's where the space is. Vert, there we go. Down the line to Kirkes. Crosses. Just evades McAllister via Romero. The centre half got a bit lucky, I think.
Well done.
Frimpong wins it back. No, it just trickles out for a throw-in. AJ said, I'm not watching the game. Did the Isaac injury look bad? It didn't look great. He kind of got his legs stuck between Van der Ven's and kind of twisted. I don't know if it was ankle or knee. I think it was knee. He was holding his knee at first. So yeah, it didn't look amazing.
He grimaced
straight away
as soon as the camera cut to him.
T-shirt over the eyes, job. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so it didn't look great, mate.
I mean, it wasn't when poor Harvey Elliott did that one. He was, he couldn't even move. But it didn't look great. Although I thought Szoboszlai's didn't look good last week, but unfortunately, I'm not expecting to see Isaac for at least a few weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Here's Frimpong then, seeing a lot of the ball on that right-hand side. Drifts into the box, gets the byline, twists back, now crosses it, loops off the defender. Ekatike! Yes! And Hugo Ekatike scores again! He always scores. He's been scoring for a while. He's took his kicks off. I don't know why. It's fine. But it looped up. It was Frimpong, the deflection on the cross, looped up, and Ekatike gets there first. Don't know why he's half pulled his kicks down. Romero's arguing with the referee. He wants a foul. Not going to get it. What a bizarre football match this is, Jay. But Liverpool lead 2-0. That's the important thing.
That's what I do when I'm in a celebratory mood. Take me kicks off. Frimpong, I thought he needed an option, but he beat Spence, cuts back inside. Maybe another deflection. It looped up.
Yeah, it did.
And then Ekatike, he stooped over. He just kind of held his man off there.
Romero's trying to claim a foul. That's right.
I mean, Romero's been in the ref's ear all game.
Is it a foul? Let's see. He does nudge him.
Yeah.
There's a nudge. Is it enough to disallow a goal?
Yeah.
We'll wait and see.
Well, we're getting into the old high bar situation.
I mean, he's dramatic with the fall, is Romero. I'd say that.
The full, he gives it the full 10-metre diving at the Olympics. Sometimes when you see a goal, you just immediately go, "Oh, this will get chalked off," and I didn't feel that at all with this one. Coolest man in the stadium. Oh, the refs is maybe.
Where's the ref? He booked Romero for his complaints. I think he's going to book someone on the Spurs bench.
Oh, right. I thought the ref was going to look at the screen, but that's a good sign for Liverpool. He's not going to be a very popular man in North London. Yeah, game on.
He made the most of that one. Yeah, the goal given, and rightly so. I don't know why he pulled his pants down, by the way. I mean, fair enough. I reckon if I scored a goal for Liverpool, I might get me kept up. But they weren't really down, to be honest. They were just... But they were low enough where you could see underwear.
Yeah, I mean, each to their own. He did a bit of it. He was a very cool customer there, Hugo.
There's the second goal that Liverpool desperately wanted. But here comes Spurs on the attack. Good by Kirkes. Liverpool can afford to be a bit more solid now. You don't want to invite Spurs on, of course, but you don't have to take too many risks. Get a bit of good fortune, absolutely, with the deflection. I'd want my centre half to be stronger. Got caught under the ball, but he flopped to the floor. Trying to win, he got pinned a little bit, but Ekatike scores again. He tends to do it. Both Liverpool centre forwards now with goals. Liverpool have some defending to do though, because Bergwall has the long throw cannon locked and loaded. Van der Ven's up there, Romero's up there. Long throw goes in. It's Van Dijk with a good header. Spurs whip it back in though, back towards Bergwall. Is he going to cross it? And I mean, his touch led him towards Kirkes, really. So he's gone into the box. Liverpool should get out now, boys. Get out. Spurs looking over for Porro. He won't get the goal kick. Here's the fella who got... Oh, it's the set-piece coach who got booked a penalty. And Spurs go to their bench again. They're going to bring on João Palhinha, I think, which is an interesting one to know that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know... I'd add in a bit of steel from the start maybe, but it's not really been that sort of game, because when it was 11 versus 11, it wasn't like Liverpool were really cutting through Spurs.
It was even. It was an even poor quality game.
Yeah.
It's Ivy Simmons who got sent off, and since then it's Liverpool have had obviously more space. And I don't, maybe it's a damage limitation, maybe, for Tottenham bringing Paulinho. I don't know. He's got a lot of lads on booking, so maybe he's worried about another one.
Yeah.
But for now, Liverpool can just do this with Jones and Wirtz. There's no rush for the Reds. Liverpool just going to try and draw Spurs out, which I think is the right decision, by the way. Just keep hold of the ball, boys. We're winning 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, if the Liverpool do this for another 25 minutes, then happy days.
Right then, here's Frimpong again. Certainly seen a lot of the ball. Drives into the box, lays it back to
doubled up on him there.
Yeah. Absolutely have. I've seen Liverpool much better in terms of getting wide now. Wirtz. Jones from distance fancies a shot. No, he didn't. He saw me the dummy as well. Nice play by Liverpool. McAllister into Ekitike. Goes down. And there was an offside flag in the process. I think Wirtz might have been fouled there. Ref said no though. So Tottenham are going to go to the... I was just trying to do that. Tottenham are going to... I tried to press that on my phone. Wasn't even on it. Tottenham are going to go to their bench once again. I think it's Odegaard I saw alongside João Paulinho. If I'm right, I'm going to take Bergvall off. I thought he's been alright for them, but he goes off. Ironically, one lad who isn't on a booking. And they're also going to take Archie Gray off. It was Odegaard, I was right. Yeah, Odegaard and João Paulinho on. Maybe is there a change of system there? Because usually Odegaard would be more of a wide player, but obviously Spurs down to 10. We'll wait and see how that pans out in terms of their setup. But for now, they've got a free kick. Can hear the Liverpool fans in the background with a bit of LA. Let's play ours as well. Yeah. As Virgil wins his header. Porro goes down the line, takes it out of play. That'll do it. I like Porro, by the way. He's a good player.
Yeah, he gets up and down, doesn't he? He offers a lot.
Yeah, this has been a game heavily influenced by Liverpool's new summer signings. It's been rare that we've been able to say that this year, but Wirtz sets up Isak, Frimpong sets up Ekitike. Unfortunately, Isak injury is a blot on it, but yeah, Liverpool's new signings coming to the fourth. It only took till Christmas for some of them, but yeah, that was nice.
Well, this is the time now, isn't it? Salah's away.
Yeah.
We had a poorest run of form for 70 years. They've seemed to have arrested that now. I don't know if Liverpool are back, but
they're not dead and buried anyway.
Yeah, it's certainly been, even just in the lead up. We had the form table and Liverpool's last 5. There's no losses on there.
It's always nice. Here they go again, looking for that third with Jones. I mean, I love the fact that Wirtz is talking about... I don't know if it's instructions, just get wide. That's where the space is, man. And he's getting on the ball. Give him it back.
Maybe he was watching us at half time.
I hope so, Florian. Here he is again. Wirtz, Jones, Sobo. Dinks it out wide. That's where the space is again. To Frimpong, good touch. Lays it back to Gravenberch. He dinks it into the box. Header at goal! Wirtz! Oh, he just scored! I think he was offside anyway. And I think he might... I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He should have hit the target and made sure. McAllister's header flicks onto Wirtz.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, he was offside, to be fair.
I don't really know what he's doing with that. I don't know if he was trying to cross it or what. I mean, I can see why.
That isn't enough to dive. No, that's not a push. Yeah. He backs into it. I don't think it's a foul. It's a soft one.
He does the full salmon, doesn't he? He does the full.
I don't know why he pulls up.
Like the coolest man in the stadium, pants on or not.
Well, he can't take his top off because he knows he gets booked and sent off for that. So, can you just pull your shorts down slightly? Isn't a yellow card? Obviously, we've learned.
Have to bring in a new rule of no, slightly pulling your shorts down.
It was borderline uncomfortable.
Well, anyway, Nicholas Bentner got done, didn't he? Oh, chance for Liverpool.
Right then, Frimpong delivers into the box, looking for Szoboszlai, clear by Van der Ven. It's going to be a Liverpool corner in front of the travelling cop who will be having a jolly good time down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I've been impressed by Frimpong.
Yes.
Looks quite sharp, long layout. Layout,
absolutely. And this is, I think when I pictured him playing for Liverpool, that's what I pictured, getting down the line, beating people. He beat his man once or twice. They seem to have doubled up on him now, but it's good if they've already down to 10.
Corner comes in. Header by Spurs, first contact. Liverpool win it back though. Virgil just hooks it straight up towards the box. Can Virgil get his head on it? No. But Liverpool win it back with Frimpong. And the Reds will be in comfortable possession once again. Virgil, get back, lad. He's thinking that Virgil was like, let me stay up front and cross it to me, and Liverpool like, we're winning 2-0, skipper. Yeah. Get back. Jones, Kirkers. Yeah, it's slow for Liverpool, but that's fine at this point, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching a lot of this against Sunderland, and it was 0-0, and then 1-0, and I was tearing my hair out. But this, you're 2-0 up, you
against
know,
10.
It's fine.
The only way Spurs are getting back in this is a mistake or a world. You don't do the mistake. So yeah, Liverpool just trying to drag Spurs. They are going to press now, though. To be fair to them, Liverpool have played round it. Oh, Kirk just left the ball. He was looking where he was going to pass that before he controlled it. And it's a throw in that Pedro Porro will take. Yeah. It's interesting that Arne Slot has just had to go with Ekitike, told him to go and press, and the ball goes back to the keeper though. Frimpong's won it back. Frimpong v Spencer's a foot race you wouldn't mind seeing. See, two of the quickest fullbacks in the league, but for now, I'm speaking of fast, there's Mickey van der Ven. Under pressure from Alexis, and he just kicks it long. So Bosley wins the header. But Tottenham win a free kick. Kanate didn't like that decision.
It's been booked, yeah.
Yeah, he has, yeah. Keane says that Hugo goal is reminiscent of Grujić's header at Wembley. In the fact that it was loopy. I mean, Grujić was a better one, I would say. I don't think Grujić took his kicks off either when he celebrated. He was booked. I didn't see the replay, by the way, sorry, so I don't know. I think that was hard.
I think the ref was just doing a bit of a...
I owe you one.
Yeah.
When did the suspension things run out? Because that's 4 for Ibu now. We haven't got no centre back, so we need to be careful.
Yeah. I'll do a bit of research for you.
Thomas Carlson, can you imagine how horrible Jed Spence Day's been? He was pestered by Bradley all game, and then you see the lightning Frimpong come on. Yeah, it's not great for him. I don't think the pace would scare Jed Spence in terms of, could he be happy with that? I think the fact that he's doing a lot of running down to 10 is the issue for him.
At 19 games. So what are we on after today?
That makes sense, doesn't it? The halfway stage. He's got a while to go, to be fair to Ibu. I think this is 17, so 2 more games without a yellow to avoid the suspension.
Yeah.
So that's Wolves and Leeds.
So if he gets a yellow in the next game, then he will be banned.
Or the game after. It stops after 19 games, doesn't it? So he'll have 2 games now not to get banned.
Yeah.
Liverpool haven't got another centre back, so you could do with not doing that, Ibu, if you're kind enough, mate. For now, though, Liverpool win the ball back with Gravenberch. Frimpong finds McAllister to Jones, to Wirtz, to Kirkers. Liverpool just going to try and take the sting out of this as much as they can, which is the right play. Spurs just in a shape of effectively 4-4-1 now. There goes Frimpong again. Up against Jed Spence again. 3 men go over to him, so that should leave space for someone. They've only got 10.
Yeah.
Liverpool are happy just to play through the lines. There you go, Wirtz. Isaac, he went for it was McAllister rather. I don't know why I said Isaac, he's not on the pitch. Went for the 1-2. Kirker didn't, Wirtz didn't make the run rather. Frimpong again shows the burst of speed and finds Jones nice. He's made an impact certainly, Frimpong.
Yeah,
come on.
I've been really impressed with him. Not everything has been absolutely brilliant. He overran his first one and just ran out of play.
There's Wirtz again. Nice little flick to Hugo. Get in the box, lad. Right then, Liverpool just continues to knock it around. João Paulinho, he's obviously been sent on to press, but he's fumed at his mates because no one come and help him. And Curtis Jones runs into the space that he vacates. And he finds Bosley and he finds Frimpong. Up against Spence again. Frimpong to the byline. I don't think Spencer's going to fall for that one, although Frimpong might have won it back. He has. Fair play to him. Tottenham wanted the free kick, not given. Sobo crosses. Romero clears. Oh, Liverpool will recycle it though. And here's Florian Wirtz. Good ball. Into Ekitike. Back to Wirtz. Back to Ekitike. Back to kick is nice. Tell you, it was a good header by Romero because Liverpool had 2 men at the back post. Yeah, there's the ball. Keep giving it to him. Oh, he's offside enough, man. Don't do that. Shite. Frimpong a bit lazy there, to be honest with you. Getting back. Liverpool.
Here he is.
What, 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go, roughly. Thomas Frank's going to send on Richarlison. Gyros, apologies, says, lads, I'm abroad, I'm out the loop of Liverpool-based charities. Which do you recommend? I don't know what you're raising money for, my friend, but we often support fans supporting food banks here. Also, our charity of the month for December is Clare House. We raise money for them as well, so either of those are good ones. So whatever you're raising money for, good luck to you, mate. Fair dues. It is Richarlison straight on, and he's held the ball up well, to be fair, and he's won a foul off Ryan Gravenberch. And this is what Tottenham will have been trying to play for, a set piece.
Nothing silly. Liverpool have been a little bit shaky from these kind of situations. Brentford were finding joy with these kind of free kicks the other week.
Right then, it's going to be a diagonal free kick towards the back post for Spurs. In it comes. It's headed up by Kirker. It's a bit of a scramble. Virgil with a big header. It will go for a corner, but that was a... Will it? Yeah, just about. It was good by Kirker just to get a touch on the back post. I think he needed to because Richarlison was steaming in. And then Van Dijk leaps, big header from a centre-back, but concedes the corner. It was a good ball, actually. I think Kirker did a bar as well as he could.
Yeah, he didn't really have any time to react.
But Spurs will have a corner that Pedro Porro's going to go and take. Spurs trying to ruffle some feathers with the set piece. A bit of argy-bargy in there. Frimpong and Bentancur having a bit of a chat. Right then, corner for Tottenham. Come on, how long did it take? And it goes very deep. It still hasn't been cleared yet. Richarlison goes down. It's still not clear. Can someone get rid of it? He fucking scored. Richarlison scored. That was absolute scramble carnage. And Richarlison pounces on the loose ball. God, that's just silly from Liverpool. Let's see what happens here.
They had about 4 or 5 opportunities. It was a real scramble in there.
I mean, it's a bit lucky, isn't it? Bouncing off about 6 different fellas. But it falls straight to Virgil. He doesn't get a touch on it.
That's the key one there. Bit of an air kick from Virgil. Very, very scruffy goal.
It's just a comedy of errors and bouncing balls and missed kicks, and then all of a sudden Richarlison swipes on. And that's what Spurs wanted.
Yeah.
They're back in with a sniff now.
Bit of a test this for Liverpool. I was saying last week when we were 2-0 up against Brighton, if Brighton scored, given what
are you checking?
Bit of a delay. I didn't see anything wrong with that. This would be...
I don't know, there's a VAR check for something.
Funny if this wasn't given. I didn't see anything wrong with that on first watch.
I've got no idea what we're checking. Unless it's something after the goal, maybe. I don't know. There's a VAR check for something.
Szoboszlai.
No, I think the goal counts.
Yeah, Szoboszlai and Richarlison squared up after the goal went in.
I think there was something between maybe Richarlison and Ekitike. But I don't know. Anyway, all finished, all clear. And Liverpool 2-1 now. There was about 4 or 5 chances to clear that.
Yeah.
Virgil's air kick was the worst of the lot. Just gives them a bit of encouragement. Sobo got booked, by the way. Is that suspension for him on 5?
It will be, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, he's just kicked it into his own leg. And McAllister is down now. Bookings all over. It's got a little bit out of control. Oh, not
It was Van de Ven on McAllister.
Now, this, isn't it? Don't know, McAllister's just trying to take the bit of the sting out of the game.
Maybe. Listen, McAllister wins the free kick. There's going to be a lot of added time on the end of this game. Van de Ven gets booked now. So we're looking at what happened after the goal, maybe, because the goal was fine. Maybe the VAR was checking afterwards. So
such a scruffy goal.
What did he do? He has a little bit of a go at Ekitike.
Oh, is he
He's kind of grabbing the back of Ekitike's neck, isn't he? Oh, Richarlison's in. How's this happened? Oh, what a block by Canate. If we were watching a replay and Tottenham nearly got in again. Wake up, fucking hell, Liverpool. I can't give you any more detail on exactly how that happened, guys.
I think Soboslai's just taking one in the knackers there.
He's down, but Tottenham have taken the quick throw and the refs let them. And it's going to be a corner. They want to handball off Curtis Jones. This game has fallen into chaos. Tottenham crossed it. They want to handball off Jones. Let's see. No, it's his head.
His head, yeah.
Let's see what happened. It was Curtis who gave the ball away. It was.
Oh my days.
And Tottenham went early. And fair play to Ibu Konate for sprinting back and just getting in the way.
Yeah, that was a real chance.
Oh, honest to God, Liverpool. They just don't do the things easy, do they? What are they doing? And now Spurs have got a corner. They caused chaos off another set piece before. What are we doing? Spurs have got the tails up. Liverpool needs to be better, manful. Show a bit of fight, boys. Corner in. Good header away by Kerkers.
This is a test now. I mean, which seems crazy to say against 10 men, but the crowd's up.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of, we've seen this movie before, you know, Leeds got the late equaliser. There's
Newcastle with 10 men, remember that one?
Yeah.
When they needed Rio. Right then.
Well done. No corner.
Throw into Tottenham, Frimpong blocks. 3 minutes of normal time. But there will be some added time. And Tottenham, again, have the ball in the area of the pitch that they want it.
You want them to make the added time as uneventful as possible, but that hasn't been Liverpool all year. Even going back to the first game of the season, the Bournemouth game, that was unnecessarily dramatic.
Liverpool, Gravenberch is down with a clash with Richarlison again. He's making a nuisance of himself, him. No, sorry, it's Frimpong and he's bleeding at the mouth.
They've got to stop the play, and you can't have someone bleeding on the pitch, can you? You've got... What's going on here?
Allison played on. He's down on the floor, Frimpong. He's bleeding from the mouth and he's being asked to play on. I don't know what happened to him with Richarlison. Why hasn't the ref stopped the game? Now it's going to be another free kick to Tottenham, is it?
Frimpong's motion.
Did he elbow? Frimpong thinks he got elbowed. Did he? He looks at him, doesn't he? He just give him a whack.
I don't think he uses his full... Yeah, I mean, it's enough to make him bleed. All got a little bit chaotic, this.
It's all a bit scrappy. Richarlison's right in there.
He loves causing a nuisance, doesn't he, Richarlison?
This is what they want, though. They just want a bit of madness.
Yeah, and more extra time.
People are going to bring Federico Chiesa on. Is that going to be for Frimpong, do you think? Because he's got the cut mouth.
Maybe.
And he don't want to go with 10. Yeah.
Well, it saves messing about. If he, you know,
they're going to take him off because they don't want
to be off for a few minutes getting treatments. Yeah.
I think that's the right decision.
Yeah.
He's got a major cut to his mouth. Frimpong's not happy. He's telling the referee that he elbowed him. It would have took a while for that blood to stop, so the manager made a decision to take Frimpong off. And Kay's on for him. There is a free kick for Liverpool defender.
The situation was as a free kick to Spurs, right?
Fucking hell. 9 added minutes. Fuck me. Liverpool winning, but it's nervy. Corner. Free kick comes in. Alisson, good punch. Liverpool win it with Chiesa and wins the throw in. Really good.
Hold on.
Throw in the left back position. Liverpool have got another 8.5 or so minutes to hold on to this lead.
I mean, if you try and reframe this positively, you'd like to think there will be gaps for Liverpool to exploit if they can get out and stop this kind of mad passage of play.
Tottenham got their tails up, haven't they?
Red ball.
Liverpool need the leaders now to be leaders. Tottenham have got nothing to lose. They're going to fire everything forward looking for this point. Kerkers throws it long. Ekatike wins it. Just hoofed up in the sky by Wirtz. McAllister can put Van der Ven under pressure. Liverpool should get it with Gavin Birch. He just hoofs it forward though. Romero heads clear. Get it on the floor, boys. Yeah. Oh, might be a chance for Ekatike. No, he's going to run through to the goalie. One of those is 9 is ticked by 8 to go. Vicario's going to launch it. Ball bounces. And Tottenham win it. Come on, Reds. Jones cleared in the end by Liverpool. He's going to come back though. Long ball again. Van Dijk headers. Can Ekatike win it? He has. He's got there now. Good tackle on him though, I think. By Benton Court. Yeah. He was just a bit dilly-dallied on the ball. Long ball again. Canate wins. Oh, he's given a free kick away. Was it a foul, that? He went through Romero. Was that a foul? It's getting scrappy.
I didn't instinctively go, what a stupid foul that was, Canate. Let's just have a look. I think someone's been sent off. Has Canate gone there? Oh, Romero's lost it.
Romero.
Surprise, surprise.
Did he elbow Canate?
I don't know. Has Romero gone? He's not happy.
Yeah, Romero's off. He's lost his head. They're down to 9. Did he elbow Canate on the floor? I'd have to see a replay. Christian Romero's been sent off. Let's see. No, he kicked him.
I mean... Yeah.
He's kicked Canate on the floor. Right in front of the ref.
Yeah.
He's not happy, Romero. He's off.
I was going to say, he was
second
yellow anyway.
It was the second yellow. He's not happy.
Would be... I'd be doing a John Sitton to him after the game.
He's on a booking. I don't think it was a straight red. I think he got a second yellow for swinging the leg.
Yeah.
9 men Spurs then. Remember 9 men Liverpool at this place all those years ago? Chaos of a game.
Still a chance.
Well, they got a set piece for a start that Liverpool needs to defend.
Yeah. But, I mean, you'd be fuming if you were Frank. It's too far out for a shot, you'd think.
You never know, you know. I think he might as well.
Yeah, 28, 30 yards maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'll retract that.
Right then, set piece for Spurs. 9 man Spurs as well. What a mad football match this has been, and it still continues to be. Pedro Porro shoots. Good handling by Alisson.
Yeah,
fantastic handling, because if he spills that, there's 2 or 3 Spurs men alive to it. But thankfully, Liverpool's goalkeeper held it, and he throws it out to Kerkers. Inside, he's wiped out, but yeah, free kick. Spurs have lost their heads.
Yeah,
Spurs have absolutely lost their heads here. Just smashed into Milos Kerkers, did Benton Court. Why has he done that?
Is that not dangerous as well? I mean, it's like...
Spurs out. I think Liverpool just needs to calm down, get to full time. No injuries, no other goals, thank you. Liverpool just need to keep the ball for a bit, please. Virgil van Dijk trying to do just that. Goes back to Alisson. Alisson then is going to go long over the top. Too straight, you would think. Goes straight through to Vicario, but he just kicks up in the air. Don't foul. Canate wins his header. Straight to Jed Spence though. Back to his keeper. No, he's turned. He's done well. McAllister goes over. Doesn't get there. Here goes Spence again. Ball down the side. Van Dijk's got some defending to do. He's beaten to it by Odegaard, but Liverpool do eventually clear it. Fuck me. 4 minutes to go. Tottenham with 9 men. It's been all Tottenham for like 10-15 minutes really. They've got 9 players.
It was a mad game, wasn't it? It was against Chelsea where they went down to 9.
Ball comes into Liverpool's box. Van Dijk heads it clear. It's going to be a throw in to Spurs. I mean, these have got 9 players, boys. Like, should we get the ball and keep it, shouldn't we? Throw in the Spurs take. Shaw to Bentancur. Someone's get out, boys. We've got fucking 11 against 9. What's going on? Ball into the box. Van Dijk heads away.
One of you.
It's bouncing around. It's bouncing around. Alisson gets hold of it. Wake up! They've got 9 and we've got 11. What are we doing? Honest to goodness.
Oh, that could have gone anywhere as well. I mean, tight angle.
What are we doing? Just keep the fucking ball.
Well done.
Gives it away. Liverpool just they're all over the place. It's 11 against 9. They're winning, but they're not in control of this game whatsoever.
Mentally shot, aren't they? I think.
Long ball. Sobo wins the header, but Richarlison picks up the seconds. Odegaard. Up against the... Crosses. How are you allowed to cross that? Van Dijk headers. Come on, Reds. Ekatike to Jones. There we go.
One more. Yeah.
To Wirtz. He's got Spence against him. That's fine. Just hold the ball.
Yeah, wide right.
Curtis Jones.
Or we'll have a foul. No, he's lost it.
Loses it. Tottenham.
I don't think he touched him there.
Win a free kick. McAllister booked on the halfway line. Liverpool don't know what to do with it. That's 6s and 7s. And the Spurs are going to get a chance to go long with the keeper again. This is chaos, this.
I don't like what I'm seeing.
It's just a mad game.
It's gone up. It's just totally lost control, hasn't it, in the last third of this game.
Kicks it long. Good header by Canate, but second ball falls to Spurs. Here's Bentancur. Spurs got men forward. If Spence can get a ball into the box, he doesn't. He goes out the box. Go on, stop the cross, boys. It's going to come in. Gravenberch heads clear. Wirtz is going to chase. Not going to get there. I think Wirtz's hamstring's just gone there as well. Fuck me. Good defending by Sobo. Gets in the way of one. Ball ricochets around now. And Liverpool win a throw in. Hold the ball out, we're winning. Liverpool are going to bring Andy Robertson on. I think Wirtz just done his hammy.
Yeah, he looked to be feeling his
Liverpool
hamstring
are walking wounds at this moment. It's going to be Robertson. Liverpool just slowing the tempo down. He's going to take Ekatike off. This is mad. I mean, we're winning. But it's not comfortable.
No, I've really not liked what I've seen in the last...
Oh, Trey's coming on for Wirtz as well. Minutes. Yeah, I think that may, I did see Wirtz kind of pull up. So Trey's going to come on for the few seconds as well. It's Wirtz sprinting for that loose ball and just pulled up a bit.
He looked to be holding his right hamstring, didn't he?
Don't know how long we're going to play past these 9. It's been an adventurous few minutes.
Yeah, brainless.
It was, yeah, he gave him, I was just checking, it was a second yellow from him, or not a straight red. It might just be cramp of it in the hamstring, I don't know, but he's hobbled off.
Again, Virgil stopping Romero having a go at the ref. Why there was Alisson with Paquetá the other week. Why are we letting the opposition's? Why are we stopping the opposition's players getting in more trouble than they already were in?
Good question. Ronaldo, Spurs on the attack again, bouncing ball. Jones heads clear. Tottenham battling for everything.
Get there.
This time Robbo should get onside. He's clearly offside. Trey and Yoni was offside as Robbo passed it to him. Right, we're past 9. But don't know how long we're going to go. And that offside is going to lead to this free kick that Spurs are going to send long. It was brainless from Liverpool. But they're going to have more defending to do against these 9 men. Vicario kicks it long. Canate heads it away. Can Liverpool get closed down the second ball? Richarlison's played it into the box. Oh my God. Alisson gets a palm to that one. Clears away from the back post. Now Robbo's looking to break.
Go on.
And the full-time whistle goes. An absolute crazy, bananas, bonkers, mad game of football. Spurs, Richarlison's just been booked again for something. I mean, the tale of that game is absolutely crazy. It's Liverpool 2 in the end, Tottenham 1. There's been 2 red cards for Tottenham. There was absolute chaos around the pitch at the end of it. Liverpool were all over the place for the last 15 minutes playing against 9, but somehow you'll take the win, you'll take the 3 points, and you'll get the hell out of here. There's been injuries, there's been red cards, there's been madness. That is a crazy game of football, but in the end, Liverpool win.
Oh, I really hated the last 10 minutes of that. I mean, I'm not surprised he conceded late against Leeds. What was going on there? They won the game, but we were getting penned in by 9 men there for what seemed like an eternity. Liverpool win the game. Jesus. I mean, some good points, I thought. The tactical switch by Slot, he brought Isak on at half time, started finding the men wide. I thought that was what we'd called it at half time, what needed to happen, and it did happen. Did well to get on, admittedly against 10 men, to get 2-0 up. But we don't half make it difficult for ourselves.
That was an experience, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I was ready to. I thought, if we concede here, I'm going both barrels here because I'm sick of this lot. But we've hung on against the 9 men of Spurs. Dearie me. I mean,
something rammed up. We had to go riled towards the end, and like I say, Liverpool, some mad decisions, mad defend, but in the end they do win. Thanks, by the way, to Alexander Isak and of course Hugo Ekitike. Right, that is it then. Before we go, it is time for me and Jamie to discuss who was our oosh.co.uk man of the match. Ekitike is hyping the crowd up. He's made up there. Liverpool's,
no idea.
My head's still frazzled after that last 10. Alisson? I don't know.
I mean, where did we go? I mean, Ekitike gets what turns out to be. I thought the Frimpong was really good. Is it? I don't know. I thought Kerkes was pretty good. I don't know if he's getting man of the match. Should we just go Frimpong again for the winner? I don't know. Sorry, not Frimpong. Ekitike again. Vert was, yeah.
Assist, a couple of good moments. Liverpool went brilliant, but let us know in the chat, guys. Man of the match shouts then. Frogmeister says Vert. S. Jim says Alisson. Ryan Hill says Bradley. He didn't do a lot, did he, Connor? Alisson, maybe. Vert or Hugo is an option here as well. Virgil did well, says Jimmy. I can't give him for that air kick, I'm sorry.
No.
Shall we? Let's give it to the match winning. I don't know, man. I'm half tempted to go Alisson, honestly. You know what I'm going to do? The chat is saying Vert or Alisson. Or the ref. Let's give it to Wirtz. We're going to say Florian Wirtz was our
got there in
player
the end
of the match. Right then, stick around. For those of you on Red Men Plus subscriptions, me and Jamie are going to go and record the player rankings show very, very shortly. Each of our Reds will be ranked from boss to your messin, based on social votes that you guys can check out. So go and check out our X account, and you can vote over there on each of the Reds' performances, because that was quite the experience, that is for sure. But Liverpool do win the game, it is worth mentioning. So from me, Jamie, and the team, thanks very much for watching us here on the Watch Along. My lucky shirt worked again. I can guarantee I'll be wearing it next week. See you all there.